Let me throw some of this background music on.
Taking out is you act like I'm moving a bunch of stuff. It's right there where you going. What's the problem?
All right. We are live. Well, at least we should be.
Yeah, we live.
You never know. Sometimes things don't go how you plan it to. But this is the second episode of The Arcade. We got my man Ty here. Parker, well, we don't know where Parker is.
Probably someone's asleep.
I don't know where Parker, it said that Parker is out here playing Elden Ring. Man, this brother, he's still trying to beat that damn Elden Ring. Parker been at it for a long time with this Elden Ring here. Parker, just throw in the damn towel with the Elden Ring, man, and get your ass here on the joint, man. You know, I don't know what you're trying to prove playing this Elden Ring, Parker. Just give it up, brother. It's not worth somebody's life right now. It's just not. I don't know what's going on here. So we were supposed to have a show for a couple days now. You know, we got sidetracked with a few things. You know, I had some things going on at work, and you know, we got thrown off. We wanted to go live last night at 10, but Parker came in and Parker was busy trying to bully Teddy, so that didn't go the way that it played. Yeah, Parker, we came in the Discord and Parker was just talking junk. I'm like, yo, what's Parker talking about? He come in, he's like, yo, Ricky Brown, we going live. I'm like, yeah, Parker, we going live. And he's like, well, yo, let's do it tomorrow at noon because right now I'm on Teddy's head. And he had Teddy in a bad headspace. Yo, that was crazy last night, man. Teddy was telling people that Kyrie Irving needed to just shut up and dribble. Oh, man. I don't know what was going on with Teddy. I was like, what's going on with Teddy? What? And they was calling Teddy all kinds of names. Saying, yo, you ain't standing up for this and that, whatever. But, hey, we ain't going to get into that subject. I mean, you know what it is. But anyway, we trying to find Parker. right now. We don't know where Parker is. Parker set up this time of 12 o'clock to start the show. And I look in the Discord, and Parker is playing Elden Ring. That old-ass game, Elden Ring, that nobody cares about, except for the ponies who worship this God of War. They're the people that like this Elden Ring. Why? Because Elden Ring, Ty, from what I was told, Elden Ring, or shall I say Kratos, was the Elden Ring killer. He had this Leviathan axe, and he had these blades, and this tape hiding his tattoos, and these gauntlets, and he was going to come in and start swinging. And man, man, people was telling me that God of War Ragnarok was going to get a 99 on Metacritic, and that it was only going to get a 99 and not 100 is because an Xbox dude, they blamed Jez Gordon, they said from Windows that he was going to rate the game like a 0, and that was going to make the game go from 100 Metacritic to a 99 Metacritic. Now, Ty, you told me you was watching Twitch and you seen some of this God of War gameplay. I have not seen it yet. I don't want to spoil it. I just, I just stay the hell away when I see stuff like that going on. So, only Pornhub's been up on my phone lately. So I'm not really, watching any God of War leaks or anything like that. But Ty, what did you see on Twitch, the God of War? Did you like what you see? Well, what you saw? Earth to Ty. Ty, what the hell? Oh, man.
Oh, my bad. My mic muted. My bad. I didn't even know it was muted. But no, all I saw was you get to play with Kratos' son. That's all I saw before I cut it off.
Now, can you play with them both at the same time, or is it...
you get to play... No, Kratos' son by himself. Atreus by himself.
Oh, Atreus by himself. So, man, so he might be doing that transformation into Loki, like they were talking about.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen some of the videos for it. I ain't gonna say what I saw.
Yeah, please don't spoil it. But
I'm not.
Now, if you did play the original not the original God of War from the PS2
era,
when you played 2018, you see that once Kratos kind of told Atreus what he was, that they started having a difficult relationship. He was being real mouthy, like before. When I go over to something and I press the square button, he'd be like, "Read it, boy. What does it say?" And then when you go up into it and you press it, he started saying stuff like, "Whatever, we're gods, we can do whatever you want." I'm like, man, this kid's kind of mouthy. Like, yo, Kratos need to put his pimp hand down to that kid talking to him like that. I wish one of my kids would tell me whatever if I told him to read something. I was like, dang, man. So yeah, you can see that Atreus started to get out of control in 2018 God of War. And, look, not everybody's a good father. You can try to. Even God himself had difficulties being a father. He told his kids not to mess around with that fruit in the garden, and they still messed with it. So parent is not easy, as you can see, for the Almighty himself. So, kids are tough to deal with. So when he told this kid that he was part God, and then towards the end, and no, I'm not spoiling it. Look, anybody in the chat, if you haven't beat God of War 2018 yet, I can't do nothing for you. But at the end, Atreus finds out that not only is he part god, he's part giant, and he's part mortal too. So this dude is a mixed bag of tricks.
You ruined the game, right?
Hey, listen, that was 28. Listen, if you didn't play God of War,
he didn't know he was part giant.
No, he did. He found out he was part god once he got sick, and they had to use Freya to help fix him, because remember, Freya had to send Kratos back to go get his knives, because his knives weren't gonna work in Helheim or wherever it is, the place where it's over there, and he needed the fire joints, because you can't use a frost axe down there. It ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. You know that phrase, ice cube in hell is not going to last long or whatever? Yeah, that's kind of what it was. So that Leviathan axe with the frost damage is not going to work in hell. So he had to go get his gats, his joints, which were the better weapons in the old God of Wars. I mean, I get that Leviathan axe is ill, but it's nothing but a knockoff of like Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. That's what it is, really. And those same little dwarves are the guys that that built it, or they upgraded for you, at least in the game. But I haven't seen any of the gameplay. I don't want to see any of the gameplay. Not yet. Not until the actual game comes out. But from what you saw, and you're the only witness, I trust your eyes, even though you're an Eagles fan. I trust your eyes. Yeah, man. You know I hate the Eagle. Listen, we bros, but I'm a Cowboy fan. You an Eagle fan. I don't know how this relationship's gonna work out. But anyway, so that being said, oh my God, look, we're not. That's for tomorrow's show. All right. So anyway, from what you saw, and did you play 2018 God of War?
I beat it.
You beat it? Okay. So, perfect. You are the perfect guy for this job, Ty. So, from what you saw in God of War 2018 and from the leakage that you've seen on Twitch today with Ragnarok, how does Ragnarok compare?
It's killing 2018.
It's killing. Woo! Man! Now, that is something to grow on. My man Ty, ladies and gentlemen, has just confirmed that God of War Ragnarok is way better than the God of War 2018. Bro, if you're saying that, that's going to be a hell of a game. And no Xbot, which I am, can cap for that. If this game is better than the 2018 God of War, that was a hell of a game. That was one of those games. You know the funny thing is, when you say, you know, you play God of War 2018, I thought that Assassin's Creed Valhalla had a lot of God of War 2018 vibes, like, you know, the way, I mean, it's Viking stuff, you know, it's Norseman mythology, I guess. It had a lot of the vibes like that, which I thought was a good game. A lot of people killed that game, but it seems like these are the type of games that we play now. But here's what I will say, to be fair, about God of War 2018. Obviously, I haven't played Ragnarok yet. I thought that God of War 2018 is a very linear game. It's not, because I always hear ponies tell me this. Well, Starfield is not going to look as good as God of War. You know, a pony would tell me that. They'll tell me that, you know, Halo is not going to look good as God of War. But you can't really compare those games, and I'll tell you why. If you ever played God of War and, you know, games like God of War and The Last of Us, those games, they don't have a whole lot of characters on screen at one time. You know, when you're playing like a Halo, I mean, these have like real-time events. So that graphics for that particular game are never going to look like a game like God of War or The Last of Us when there's only like 5 people on the screen at one time. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, let's keep it a being. Let's call a spade a spade. What's up, Rob? My cousin Rob just jumped in the chat. Because here's the deal. You can't... All right, remember back... Now, I don't know, Ty. I don't know how far back your gaming goes. But mine goes back to 1983, 84. My cousin Rob, too. You know, we grew up together. That's just what it is. But if you looked at a game... Like when we played wrestling games, there was a time when a wrestling game could only have 2 people on the screen at one time. And then it moved to 4. But if you notice,
WrestleMania.
Yes. You can only have like 4 guys on the screen at once. Now, if you tried to put 10 wrestlers on the screen at once, then the graphics will be distorted and it wouldn't look as well. And again, I'm not taking anything away from God of War. God of War is 80% story. I think it is. I think it's a great story. It's emotions up and down, this and that. Now, look, I ain't gonna get like that coon that was on Twitter talking about it brought tears to his eyes. Like, that man should be ashamed of himself. Talking about it brings tears to his eyes. Man, if you a grown ass man and a video game brings tears to your eyes, you really need to reevaluate your life. My God, that was just ridiculous. I mean, some people say the dumbest shit in the world. You know, it's like telling a prostitute that you love her. I mean, it makes no sense. So anyway, God of War is a beautiful game. And what I realized when I was playing God of War is, hey, you know what? There's only like 4 enemies on the screen at one time, along with Atreus and Kratos. So you can have beautiful graphics like that when you only have a little bit of stuff going on in the background. Because when you have all of that stuff going on, like a game like a Starfield, like a Fallout, like a Halo, like basically any RPG. Like, there's not going to be any RPG that looks like a God of War. It's impossible. Nah, you can't do it. It's too big.
They got more than 4 people on the screen. Even on the 2018, they had more than 4 people. I can't agree with you.
I mean, listen, bro. I've been playing that game. I played 10 hours this week, and I'm talking 4 enemies on the screen. I didn't see any more than 4. Because think about this: when you're fighting 2 big ass dudes, right? You fight like those twin hell monsters or whatever. You're only fighting 2. You're not fighting 4 of them. You're only fighting 2. And then there's times when you get those little guys that have the dust on them and stuff, that poison mist, it'd be like 2 of them, and it'd be like 2 of those squeaky things that fly around next to them. There was no more than 4 enemies on the screen at once.
No, but I can't agree. It'd be a giant, and it'd be the giant.
If there's a giant, there's only 2 of them that's on that screen. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, Ty, I played the shit out of that game the last like 3 days, bro, and that's what it is. It's only 4 enemies max, 5 if there's a little dude. Like in the background, you have a dragon, and then you have 4 enemies. Then they'll die, and then they'll spawn 4 more enemies. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not taking anything away. I mean, that's just what I'm saying. Yes, Rob. Shout out to my cousin Rob again. That's what he just put in the chat. He said that's why Ninja Gaiden looks so good in its day. Absolutely. You only got a few enemies on screen, so you're focusing. It should be visually freaking stunning because you're only focusing on the level. Think about this. You look at even Gears of War during the campaign of Gears of War, they don't have a lot of enemies on stage at one time. They don't. They only have a few because that holds the graphic fidelity. Because if you start putting a whole bunch of stuff on screen, that's when you're going to get into trouble. You can't do that. You can never make an RPG. Like I said, like a Starfield, like a Fallout. It can't look as good as God of War because it's too damn big. I mean, the world is freaking 100 times that size. Like, I mean, you can't even get lost in a game like God of War. It's so much on the rails, you can't get lost. Like, there's no way to get lost. Like, they give you a compass and all that stuff. I mean, you can't go but certain places. In an open world, you can pretty much go anywhere. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I digress. I'm glad you said Ragnarok looks good. You said it's gonna be. You said it looks better, plays better than 2018. That's a dub for me, which means that I hope my job isn't listening to this broadcast right now because a lot of people from work are actually subscribed to my channel. I hope. Let's just say I'm going to be working from home for the next couple days. Parker, it's about time you get your ass in here. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to my man Merk, who never misses a show. Merk never misses a show, except for Sunday. I don't see his ass in here Sunday. Maybe he in church like us. But Merk never misses a show. And Merk says, little amount of enemies equal better graphics. That's a fact, Merk. That's a fact. Because think about this. Even when they release... Cyberpunk, I'm putting you in now, Parker. Even when they released Cyberpunk, the difference between Cyberpunk... Hold on. Before they had Cyberpunk, when they had the Series X version upgraded and the PlayStation 5 version, the PlayStation 5 version, they said, it ran better. But if you notice, on the PlayStation 5 version, there was no NPCs on the damn stage. But the Xbox version had NPCs on there. Look, the less you got going on the screen... the better and the more functional the game's going to be. Hell, everybody knows that. And I'm not even a developer. I'm just been a gamer for the last 40 years. Now, Parker, you may go and defend God of War.
I was saying hold up because I had the show on. And stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You made up this 12 o'clock start time, Parker, and then you don't show up for work
I said
time.
1 o'clock. I said 1 o'clock.
No, Parker, it was 12 o'clock last night when you broke Teddy's legs. And what did you need, an extra nap? Because
but saying like when I seen Ty had said something, right? If you look at what I said, I said, like I said 1 o'clock today. So
and I just Ty gotta help his mom move. But Ty gotta help his mother move, so we can't do one.
Yeah. So I was playing the game and I looked.
I saw you was playing Elden Ring. I'm
yeah.
Oh, my man Parker's here, ladies and gentlemen. Parker's here. Merk's here. My cousin Rob's here. Yo, we ready to go now. Ty has seen something that he's not supposed to talk about, Parker. He saw God of War Ragnarok today on Twitch, and he said it is better than 2018. That's a W.
And here's the thing, right? It's a lot of people that, media, whether Metacritic, all those reviewers, seen the Ragnarok, right? Mm-hmm. And for Ragnarok to be better than 2018 is not a stretch. Right?
Yeah, it is a stretch because
I don't think so.
2018 was damn near perfect. It was damn near perfect. The only problem I had with God of War 2018 was sometimes the fighting mechanics, they would do things that you didn't tell it to do. Like I'm pressing the L1 and the R1, and and it didn't come out fast enough sometimes.
But here's the thing, though, right?
But you know what? I think it did get better if you play it on the PS5 rather than the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it plays better. It plays better on the PS5 as compared to
what
the
I'm
PS4 Pro.
saying, it's not to stretch to think that Ragnarok will be better than 2018, because 2018 they released that, and they just look and see how they can improve on it. So,
Well, apparently the game's longer now, and they're going to get down DLC too. So the game's going to be longer. They're going to get DLC. So I think that's a win. Like, to me, as anti-consumer as Sony has been the last 18 months or so, I think the best offering that PlayStation has had was Spider-Man, because you didn't have to pay for any of the DLC that came out. They kept giving that game content constantly. So I'll kill Sony faster than anybody, and we're gonna get into them losing 2 million PS Plus subs and all that stuff. We're gonna get to that. But
okay, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We're gonna get to that. Yeah, man, woo, buddy, it's getting bad over there. But anyway, we'll get to that. Don't do this. We're still on Kratos right now. But what I'm saying is, as anti-consumer as they were, the Spider-Man 2018 that came, man, that was a hell of a year for them, right? 2018. So that Spider-Man 2018 was, to me, their best value as far as video game that they ever had. I think that was their best value.
I don't necessarily go there, but okay.
I would. What do you think, Ty? Now, Ty's an Xbox dude. So, I mean, I'm not sure what he thinks about it.
I got it all. I got them all, honestly.
Okay.
I just prefer to play on Xbox more than PlayStation.
Facts. And again, I'm going to ask you this, because my cousin Rob's in the chat here, Merck's in the chat. Now, I find myself being an Xbox guy because I wasn't leaving, 150 of my friends, and I played Destiny and went on other stuff, so I wasn't going to just leave Xbox. And first of all, I usually buy everything anyway. But when it comes to my preferred platform, most of my friends, my kids prefer Xbox, so, kind of that's where you got to be. Especially the last, 10 years. It had to be Xbox because that's what the kids play. As a matter of fact, my son just asked me, could I sign them back up for Game Pass? Because they wasn't... Man, I was paying for Game Pass, and these kids wasn't playing nothing but that damn Fortnite on the Switch. And I said, look, I ain't going to be wasting my money here. If y'all going to be playing Fortnite on the Switch, I'm going to get rid of Game Pass. But in today's, hey, Dad, could you sign me back up for Game Pass? And everybody thinks that Game Pass is $1. Let me tell y'all something right now. Game Pass is not $1. The only way you get the Game Pass dollar deal is if you sign up for Ultimate. If you give $1 today, you get Ultimate for $1 this month, then they charge you $15. If you want to sign up for the regular Game Pass, it's $10 up front. There is no dollar deal.
It's not about advertising Game Pass.
No, I'm just saying, because I hear a lot of ponies saying, for $1. All right, you know what? Okay, I'll tell you what. You know what?
Come on.
Guess what? You good. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I know Game Pass didn't lose 2 million subs. Can you explain to me why PlayStation Plus?
You ain't tired saying you going to say though. You jumping all around.
Well, we're done. Kratos won. Okay, cool then. So, all right, then why couldn't Kratos beat Elden Ring? All right, we'll stay on this. Why couldn't Kratos conquer Elden Ring? What happened?
You're going all over the place. Top supposed to go.
That wasn't his question. He asked you why couldn't Kratos outdo
Kratos.
Yeah, Kratos was. I was told Kratos was the God Killer, the Elden Ring killer. What happened? He was supposed to come out and beat this game. He didn't. You see the background of the show? He's dead.
Dead as hell.
Look at him. This brother had a rough day.
I have a question though. Is this going to be a pro Xbox show? I'm just trying to figure.
It's going to be wherever the wind blows. And right now, I was told by you and about 3 other million ponies across Twitter and Discord. Okay? Hey, listen.
You got to pick a stand. Like I'm not saying be a pro Sony show, but I'm just saying.
You saw
the
title of the show.
Hold on. Yeah. Now you asked me about Sony losing 2 million, right?
Yeah. No.
Right?
Well, hold on. That's the next part. We want to know why Kratos couldn't beat Elden Ring. What happened?
Listen, hold on, Ricky Brown. You're doing too much right now.
Oh, I'm doing a lot. Exactly, I am. But
you jumping all over the place though. There's no cohesion. There's structure right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Now,
answer the question.
Answer the question, Parker. And hold on. You was just playing Elden Ring, so you tell me why. I saw you, nigga. You was playing Elden Ring. Tell me.
I'm playing this. I'm still got the game on. Listen right here. It don't matter what I think.
It does matter. Parker, you've been gaming for 38 years. It does matter what you think, Parker.
Hold on. I'm just one person.
Oh shit.
You know, so it might be some people that might like Elden Ring. It might be some people that might Forbidden West or whatever game. It could be an indie game they might prefer over Elden Ring, for all we know. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep that in perspective. Both games did really well. Obviously, Elden Ring so much more, right?
It's on multiple
But-
platforms.
Huh?
It's on multiple.
Yeah, I'm saying though.
Yeah.
But the Sony games, they did what they supposed to do. Come out there.
No, it's funny
to
you
these
say
fans.
that because Sony's software was down. I believe it was 20 or 19%. Was that right, Ty? Do you have those numbers in front of you?
Numbers with that. But I know, but both. To be fair, right? At least according to IGN, right? I'm gonna quote my sources though, right? You see, that's the difference. Both was struggling to get more, users really, because Sony did lose 2 million, and Microsoft's numbers are also down also in the Game Pass. According to like IGN. So it wasn't like one was trending way higher than the other. No, both was losing. That's a fact.
I ain't here.
So
All right.
now you're jumping all over the place.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna say this though. Now they see that, and now we'll see what they'll do to make it better and improve it. We'll have to wait and see how that
Well,
goes. How they go improving it.
Well, then I'll ask you this then. PlayStation's fiscal year. Well, actually, we're going by quarters. Not the quarter that just passed, but the quarter before that. Their software was down 26%, followed by another, I think 19 it was. I don't have the number in front of me. I thought we had it in front of us. But it looks like the software numbers are down. But, however, the revenue was up. The software numbers were down, but the revenue numbers were up. I think that's because the games are $70 now. Because if they weren't $70, then the revenue wouldn't have been up. It's impossible. That extra $10 does come in handy.
I'm going to say this, though. Now a lot of people are not really staying at home, or like you look at the beginning of the pandemic, you see how gaming was soaring crazy. It's messed up, but during the pandemic, it was soaring crazy though. Look, now it's sort of lessened a bit. The pandemic is lessened though, right? And now people's getting back to normalcy, whatever you want to call it, right?
Oh no, I think my man Franco is in here. Franco is still getting, Franco. He's in the Broadband Bully Discord. He's come in and said we're cooning. Well, I know he's talking about me cooning. Ty not saying much. Ty just chilling. But
I'm just listening.
Yeah,
But hold
but
on.
hold on. I got a name. I got a source. Tom Warren says that the PlayStation sold 3.3 million year over year flat. So they didn't sell any more PlayStations this year than they sold last year. Okay. And he also said that 62.5 million in software sales is down 18%. They was already down 26% the quarter before that. I think these damn $70 games is taking their toll on them.
Hold up there, but we went from 26 being down 26% to like 18%.
Yes.
So it's getting lesser though. So
it's getting lesser. Oh man,
I mean 26% to 18%. So it went from 26 to 35. See, so the number got lower though. So.
But it's still low.
Bro, you're losing. Like, you can't. Bro, they are hemorrhaging right now. The stock is down.
I'm gonna go that far. Come on now, stop.
Oh, it's not. I mean, hell.
You say they're hemorrhaging. I mean, you say they bleeding real bad. Stop.
Yes, they are. Well, I just seen a guy in courtroom taking his clothes off, saying he knew Call of Duty. He going out of business. I just saw a guy saying that.
You're doing too much. You're being too pro Xbox right now.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm only quoting the numbers here. I'm quoting the numbers. Okay.
Look at the caption. It's a lot of other bigger news.
But
PSVR2.
That's in the title of the show. We're going to get to that. But before we get to the PSVR2, Parker, I need to know why the number one gaming giant revenue, they lost 102 million. They are down 2% of their PSN active users. And they had the balls to say it's because people are going outside. What kind of bullshit is that? People going outside?
You're giving one-sided story, right? And also, Microsoft, hold on now. We will tell the truth. Microsoft numbers is down also.
What are we talking about?
Stop
Sony right now. These are numbers I have in front of me.
No.
Let's
You
stay
got
on
to play the
topic.
one-sided picture.
We'll get to the other side. We didn't turn the page yet.
We'll
We'll
get
there. We
No, hold
will
on.
get
Wait
there.
a minute. Right, listen.
You told me Xbox got no
Hold on.
games, so
Wait
we're
a
going to
minute,
talk
I
about the
ain't done
people
yet.
with the games, right?
Hold up. I ain't done yet. Hold on. Your title is Sony loses $2 million. Kratos can't get the job done. Come on. Let's separate the fanboy stuff now.
That's not
right?
fair, but I'm only quoting
No, I'm
history.
just saying, no pun intended, but be objective though. Like, come on now, Ricky.
Oh, man. Listen,
Come on now.
It sounds like you hiding from the fact that
No, I'm just saying, like,
My man.
let's not be fanboys about
Oh,
this shit.
man,
Let's keep it
Parker. This is the news. Listen.
Global subscribers are down, though.
man.
They've been losing, right?
Parker.
Hold on. The reason why I'm saying that, hold on, wait. You try to paint a picture as, Sony's down bad. They lose subscribers. No, that's not only the case, though. Microsoft also losing stuff, too, so stop it.
Parker.
Let's be the thing.
I gotta take this hoodie off, Parker. I gotta take this hoodie off. I gotta take this hoodie off, Parker. I gotta take this hoodie. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Listen, I watched the brother, Next Gen 720, do a show about God of War. Supposedly in his title, Z said in his title, he was doing a show talking about God of War Ragnarok, and it turned to a 2.5 hour "What has Xbox given you" show. So sometimes shit happens. That's all I'm saying, brother. And look, I came in here, I'm just putting up numbers. I said, look, I was told that God of War Ragnarok was going to slap the dog-ish out of Elden Ring. The scores say, I'm just saying, Metacritic scores say something different. I was told.
Hold on. You're saying, though. Like,
I sat here and I listened. And I listened to all these PlayStation YouTubers talk about how Xbox Game Pass didn't hit the number that they were supposed to hit. Is Game Pass in trouble? I heard that. But then I got people losing 2 million subs. What's really good?
Actually, I got something for you, Ricky Brown. Why? You want to play? We want to play.
I love to play.
Now, we can talk about the fact that how much money Microsoft loses on Game Pass year in and year out.
I don't know what they lost. They show the profit. What do you mean lose?
They ain't show nothing. Stop lying, boy.
They show the profit.
I ain't done yet with you. I ain't done yet with you.
Man. Hey, Ty, take this nigga out. Man.
Stop it, Ricky. We can talk about that, though.
No, he's all set, Ty.
All the money Microsoft they can put it into Game Pass because they losing the money. That's a fact. If you think I'm lying,
losing money,
read the court article.
Parker,
stop it.
You do realize that Game Pass is profitable. You do realize that, right? So all those rumors that you Sony's were saying, I'm telling you, it's profitable.
What did Phil say?
Phil said it was profitable. And Phil, yes, he did. And Phil also said that Phil said
the court document say.
Phil also said.
What did the court document say? Stop it.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about? Now, see? Now, if you're going to start something, we go to those court documents, right? Those are the actual facts they got to present to the court. So we going to stop all the cap now.
Shout out to my man Frankel. He's in here. He says the majority of those reviewers who reviewed Elden Ring admittedly didn't finish the game. Elden Ring is... But Franco, you can't. Elden Ring. A lot of people that review that game are not going to finish it. I mean, that's like a 100-hour game, bro. Like you're not gonna. A lot of people that review. Now listen, I get it. Back in the day when we had Game Pro magazine, we had Electronic Gaming Monthly for people that's old as me, Nintendo Power. In order for those people to review those games, you had to beat them. They don't do that anymore. King Thrash put in Forza Horizon 5 for 5 minutes and gave an analysis and said it was the volcano in or something, and he gave it a bad review after 10 minutes of playing the game, and he got killed for that. That's what people do now.
Regardless of whatever score Elden Ring got, right? That's still someone's opinion what they think the game. At the end of the day. Now, me personally, I'm still playing Elden Ring, right? I would give it a high 90. The same thing I can see, same score that the original God of War 2018 got in the 90s. So it deserves to be in the 90s grade, Elden Ring, in my opinion. Whether it's going to be a better game than Ragnarok, I don't know, because I haven't played Ragnarok yet.
Well, some people have, but just to here's a nugget for you. just so you asked me, Game Pass was profitable. Game Pass is profitable. Phil Spencer said that its earnings in Game Pass make up 15% of Microsoft's contact and services revenue. So,
okay, but my only question is this.
There's the numbers, brother.
Hold on for a minute. I'm going to say this. The money they spent, they put into Game Pass, they're not getting that back. They're not breaking, that's what I'm saying.
They are making money, Parker. You can't. It's not at a loss, Parker. And I get it. You can fudge the books and you can make the books say whatever you want. But if they put $2 billion in the Game Pass, it made $2.5 billion. Is what I'm basically saying. It made money. You can't. They didn't lose anything.
I'm gonna say this, and I challenge anyone in the chat to put actual numbers to prove otherwise. What I'm saying, right?
Well, you're never going to get those numbers. You're never going to get those numbers, Parker. Nobody will.
No. Let me say what I'm saying, though. Say what I'm saying. The money Microsoft puts into Game Pass, the acquisitions they're paying to put these stuff into Game Pass, especially Bethesda. We're not going to talk about Activision. That's not even final yet. But
that's $7 billion.
That's what I'm saying. Microsoft, listen, Game Pass bleeds Microsoft money, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a little paper.
I mean, you are right to a point, but you do realize they spent $7 billion on Bethesda, but they also had sales from Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo by PlayStation, who's paying the full price of $70 for the game. They also get money from that too. So you can't just,
that's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, but that's how they make money. It's not just about.
I'm not. Here's the thing. I know how Microsoft makes money. I'm saying they put way more money in the Game Pass that Game Pass is bringing back to them. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not true. That's how you can't. It's not true. You can't, bro. It turned a profit.
You also know. Hold on. Another thing,
Let's talk.
Wait, hold on. You have to spend money to make money, Parker. You have to spend the money first.
That's not the argument.
But no, you said they're spending more money than they're making.
It's not true.
You have to spend the money. You have to spend the money to make the money.
Parker, in economics, if you spend more money than what you're making, that's considered not profitable. They are profitable with Game Pass, so you can't say
they're profitable. Then
they're profitable. They gave the damn earnings call. What are you talking about?
Well, post that then. What I do know is this: having these certain games in Game Pass costing them money though, right?
No shit.
And that's about millions though.
But that's why he said he's not taking Call of Duty off of those goddamn systems. He's keeping them there to make money. That's why he's not taking them off.
I'm saying Game Pass, the money Microsoft put in Game Pass, they're not getting that return like that. So that's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Merc.
That's what I'm saying.
My man Merkenstein comes through and he says Game Pass is that magic bean. It is.
The argument is not whether Game Pass is a good service or has value. That's not the argument.
You said it wasn't profitable. I'm just saying that's false.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What Microsoft puts into Game Pass not bringing that same exact number back to Microsoft. That is what I'm saying.
The numbers say now that Game Pass has 32 million subs. And if you want to take 32 million subs, and that's on console, I think it's 32 million subs. They didn't go over the PC numbers or whatever the hell it was. But the PC guys pay $15, I believe, because the console Game Pass is $10.
Actually, $10. Yeah, PC Game Pass.
I thought it was 15, but
no, if you have Ultimate, here's the thing, though. Let me tell you this, though, Ricky Brown. I don't know if they're aware. When you have Game Pass Ultimate, that covers PC also.
Yes, it does. I just signed my son up for console Game Pass because the family plan didn't come fast enough, and he's bitching. He needed something to do.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Right. I'm just saying, Microsoft invests a lot of money into Game Pass, and Game Pass may not, but it doesn't matter, Microsoft.
Oh man, who else 22 is calling the Rick out? He says I'm capping. I'm not capping. Oh man,
Microsoft puts a lot of money into Game Pass. Game Pass don't match the money Microsoft put into them.
What are you talking about? They made a profit. No. Listen, what I'm saying is Phil didn't say that they went over 25 million subs, but if you dissect the numbers of the earnings call, it comes out to 32 million. If you did the math of what the number was, and matter of fact, Brad Sams did it.
You don't even have to say that, Ricky. I could have sworn, was that EA or the people who run
Rockstar? Yeah, guy from
Take-Two. One of them dudes. Didn't one of them dudes say the number and Phil tried to hush him up?
Yeah, he said 30 million. So yeah, so listen, who else? Actually, he does. Somebody got an echo in the back. Actually, Game Pass, when they did the numbers, Brad Sams did the numbers, and from the numbers that the earnings call, it works out to about 32 million Game Pass subs, not 25. It's actually 32, and I believe that. And I'll tell you why. It's because Game Pass has grown by 7 million subs like year over year in the last 3 years. So I do believe it's at 32 million. And I also do believe that Microsoft was like, you know, holding those games back because they already told you that they're going to have an increase in pricing. So we already know that's coming. So, I mean, they can't increase the price with no AAA first-party games in Game Pass. So you wait till after the holiday. You wait till Starfield or Redfall comes out. And then you say, hey, by the way, we need an extra $1. I mean, Disney Plus does it all the time. They do it right before a big show comes out. Like, so before Kenobi or the new Mandalorian or something like that, you can expect Disney Plus to say, hey, we need another $1. Because I remember when I had the Hulu ESPN bundle, it was like, you know, $12.99. That was something like $21 now. So, you know, subscriptions raise constantly. So, you know, that is what it is. So what do you got to say about that, Parker?
PlayStation Plus still has more subscribers, but 2 different services though, right? So it's different.
Oh man,
right?
Shout out to my man Matthew. Matt is
Okay.
Matt's my dude. He's a Nintendo dude, and he just wrote something disgusting, and that was a lie. It said PlayStation is better than Xbox. No, it's not. It's a lie.
Listen, hold on. That's his opinion, right?
Oh man, but Matt's
It's not a lie. It's his opinion.
you don't know Matt the way I know him. He's
It
confused.
doesn't matter. If he has an opinion of we think this console is that's his opinion though. I can't tell him wrong for having his own opinion though, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm just messing. That's my bro though.
Yeah.
Freco again with another chat. He says Phil already launched that $1 a month Doritos campaign. Yeah, you can't sign up for Game Pass for $1 no more, Freco. You can't. You can't. You can only sign up for Ultimate for $1. Just in time to inflate those numbers. Hey,
I'm gonna say this about like losing subscriptions, like 1.9, 2 million subscriptions. I see like top tier services lose subscriptions all the time. Damn sure having a Netflix, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then
they
hold
all
on.
They all go up
Let
in
me
price though.
hold on for a minute. And then I can see them going up though.
They have to. You don't spend $70 billion and can say, hey, we got to stay flat, status quo. We can't charge extra. You got to make that money back now. You got to make that money back. But everybody in the chat right now, hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We need y'all all to tune in every week. We're going to have, this is Arcade episode 2. We're going to have a show in. We're going to be having giveaways. We're going to have giveaways every Friday starting the month of December to get you in that Christmas spirit. Some subs who help the channel out a lot. They come through with the likes and everything. Like guys like Merc, Ty, Parker, of course, even lame ass Flip Flop and Teddy. You know, guys like that. We're gonna look out for them. You know, come the holiday season for helping the channel get up off the ground. Really appreciate that. You know, but yeah, listen, I was only going. Who else? I was only going by those numbers that Phil was saying. Well, not Phil, but in the earnings call, it equals about 32 million subs. You know, hey, is residual income? That's kind of what it is. But
yeah, I'm gonna say okay. So we, like you said, you're gonna lose subscriptions, and you can also see subscriptions go up. So I'm not worried about that though. Feel me? Now, if you continue to keep losing, like you lose 2 million here, another 5 here, 10 in, then that starting to become a problem. So we don't know the trend right now.
Well, I think the trend is, and I can speak. I own both. I own the top tier PlayStation subscription service and PS Plus. I have the premium, which is great. Listen, the only problem I have with the premium service of the PlayStation is I bought a lot of those games already, and now they're coming to the service. That kind of bothers me because PlayStation is not my preferred platform, meaning that I'll boot the Xbox up before I do the PlayStation. I play PlayStation specifically for their exclusives. So when I get their exclusives, I buy it day one. So it coming in a service doesn't do anything for me. So that's kind of like, eh. But I got it for like $50 more. I have it. It's good till like April or some shit like that.
Yeah. So I can see them possibly what if they gotta take away one tier though, just have the two like the basic and then like the extra and then drop the premium whatever something like that.
Yeah. But listen, look, Sony is crazy to not have a service like that with those bangers that they have. I think it's strategic. I think when you have the catalog that PlayStation has, by putting their big bangers in that PlayStation Plus premium service, it's gonna get you new subscribers. I think it's for the old heads, the dedicated PlayStation dudes. They're gonna stay dedicated. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so, like I said, Sony they continue to weigh their options, see how things is trending and moving. Like that. But so now we can wrap this up. We can get to that what though?
That VR. Yeah, we gotta get to that VR. Speaking of loyalty and brand loyalty and paying for the brand, they released the numbers on the PSVR and $549 for the base, which means you don't get the charger, you don't get a game for $549. If I'm not mistaken, the original PSVR, we got an echo. Somebody's got an echo. If I'm not mistaken, the last PSVR I think launched at like $500. So there is some fake outrage. The echo's gone now. There is some fake outrage out there of people saying that it's too expensive and this and that or whatever. That's kind of fake outrage because the last PSVR was $500, and the last PSVR cost more than the PlayStation. So we got to put that whole BS to bed, saying that it costs more than the PlayStation. It always did. That's nothing new there. So it is what it is. Sega did it with the 32X. Sega did it with the Sega CD. The Sega CD cost more than the goddamn Genesis. I remember those days. So it's not like these peripherals that come out that are add-ons to these core console units. Sometimes they cost more. The TurboGrafx CD costs more than the actual TurboGrafx system. I remember the Super Scope that came out for the Super NES. That cost more than the NES. I remember the steering wheel for the N64 to play Cruising USA. It cost more than the Nintendo 64. So, for people saying that, it costs more than the system and it's they're yelling and they're screaming. We've seen this story before. This has been happening since the late 80s, bro, when they had these add-ons and shit. I remember
I can't afford that.
Hey, I hear you, brother, but listen, gaming is an expensive hobby, brother. We wouldn't be here if we all didn't have some sort of, what do you call that? Disposable income. We all, on this show, everybody in this chat has disposable income because gaming is expensive. And that's why...
Yeah, but if I gotta spend more on an accessory than I do to own console, Ricky...
But you did. Did you ever own a Sega CD, Ty?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I did. I'm an old man now. I owned a Sega CD. Now, listen, my mama bought the Sega CD. I didn't have a job back then. I was a young little Hulkster. But, it cost more than the damn Genesis. Oh, shout out my man Ish. Ish is in here. Ish said Nintendo is the market leader with 5-year-old plus technology and dollhouse simulator games. Hey, listen. Ain't nobody... Listen. We gonna put this Nintendo slander to bed right now. The 13 people that was in the chat, the 3 of us that are on the panel, none of us are here today talking about games without Nintendo. That's a fact. We need to just stop doing this whole Nintendo slander. Because without Nintendo, there is no gaming. There's no home video games. The Nintendo home entertainment system set that whole shit off. Oh! My cousin Noah's here. Noah, won't you come on the panel? Noah, shit. Hey, what you doing? Unless you at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you come on here. You got my man Noah in here. 706 Gamer. Noah. Now, Noah, let me tell y'all something about my cousin Noah. Noah is a die-hard Xbox dude. But he loves that motherfucking God of War, bro. Noah love that God of War. So we was talking, me, Noah, and Vaughn was talking about God of War the other night. And them damn Valkyries in 2018... Bro, them Valkyries are something different, man. Yeah, hop in, bro. Hop in. I'll drop you down. You should have the what's the name, Noah? Come through. I know you probably at the gym or something. If anybody knows Noah, you should see his. Now listen, no homo. You should see his body transformation. Like this brother here, been hitting them weights and stuff heavy. Like Noah's like he put in that work, bro. All winter, all summer. Noah put in that work. Go ahead, Park.
I gotta tell you something. You said we wouldn't have home gaming without Nintendo.
No, not the way it is. I know Atari.
The Master System was better than NES.
But it didn't have Mario. That's the problem.
No, I'm just saying we can't discount Sega though.
Yes, my cousin
What
Rob.
they did, right?
Yeah,
They had the better
we in
sports
Discord.
games
No, we
than
in Discord.
Nintendo.
My bad, Parker. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, we all in Discord. Just hop into the general. If you can't see Town Hall, just jump into general, and I'll drag you down into down in the Town Hall. You should have an invite for you're a mod in the goddamn Discord. You should be in there.
I'll make that quick though. I felt Sega had a very big part in the home console. I was going to say that, and then we get onto that VR too.
Well, no, I like that subject, Parker. Nintendo was very instrumental in home console gaming because they pushed Nintendo to the brink of damn near extinction, because they took all their arcade shit and put it on the home console. The graphics looked better, the sound was better, the Genesis was faster, and the button layout was better. And that made Nintendo have to say, you know what, we got to come correct with this Super Nintendo, because right now Genesis is trying to eat our lunch right now. And that's what I remember. That me and my cousin Rob, shout out to Rob, he's in the chat right now, bro. We lived that. We lived those days. You know, we was kids. We used to shout out to Noah. I just dragged Noah down. Well, my cousin Rob, we used to come over. Rob used to stay the night and shit. We had the choice. Was we going to play the Genesis, or was we going to play the SNES? And NES, and we went with the damn Genesis, bro. The Genesis used to have the 4-player adapter, all of that, bro. That was hot. You know, Nintendo didn't have. I don't know if the regular NES had a 4-way adapter. I don't know if they did. It came way. It did.
You said the NES, the regular NES.
They had an adapter. It was Magic Johnson's Fast Break. That was the game that I had. Yeah, it had that. Oh, come on, it's Magic Johnson. You know I had the game.
I felt what Sega did. Look at online gaming. Right, that was introduced with the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh, listen, Sega is never gonna get the kudos or the respect or the flowers that they deserve, but Sega has always pushed the other companies to do better because they were always ahead of their time. I remember in their football game, because EA didn't want to do a deal with them and make third-party shit for them anymore, they went out and signed 2K, Visual Concepts to make the 2K football and the 2K basketball. And then everybody knew one of the things we hated in Madden when we used to play with each other at the house is that motherfuckers could look at your screen and see what play you picked. So in the Dreamcast, they had that little LCD like cartridge.
Was the VMU?
The Dreamcast.
Yeah, the
Visual memory
Dreamcast.
unit.
Yeah, and you can go down there and pick your football play right there, so they couldn't see what you were doing. That shit was way ahead of its time. Yo, man.
I just felt like, and I also, look at the Game Gear. That was a much better
it was in color.
portable console spec-wise and stuff, though, right?
Absolutely.
But
like all of that. So
yeah,
if you look what Sega did, like the IP.
Yeah, Sega
they
always
was
pushed.
snake bitten by their own selves.
They always
not
get
bringing the
pushed.
content.
before its time though, because at the time we had the 6 AAA batteries and it would drain them quick. Like,
Yeah.
you play for like an hour and then.
I want to go
6
back
batteries.
to like before 2K, the football game. Remember talking Joe Montana football game? That was better than any football game. Like at the time that Nintendo
because it had play-by-play, and it had real teams. It didn't have real players. It only had one real player in Joe Montana, but it had the play-by-play, and that was like amazing. Like nobody.
Baseball. I take you back to the Sega Master System. Great baseball. That was better than any baseball game made by Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out to Franco again. Franco's right. What changed? 2K became the game that it became because when they turned their games to $19.99 from the $59.99 that the EA Sports games were, and that's when people was like, "Man, for $20, you gotta at least check it out. You gotta check it out." And that's
check the football game, right?
But then that's when Big Bank took Little Bank because they did the $20 joint. Yeah, then EA said, "All right, check this out. We got to deal with Madden." And because here's what this is how EA worked that deal. EA said, we have a deal with John Madden. We used to sell millions of games before we had an NFL license. So if you want to put them and let them have the license and you'll sell whatever, we still going to sell games because we have the Madden fucking name. What are you going to do? And the NFL said, all right, fuck it. You can have it. You can have the license because EA had something to this day that no football franchise has, and they own that Madden name. They own the Madden name to put on the video game box, and nobody else does. Everybody knows. Nobody knew who the hell John Madden was until he came on video game. The youngsters, I didn't know who the fuck John Madden was. I didn't know who John. I didn't know who Madden was until until Madden football, because he wasn't coaching the Raiders no more when he was on Tecmo Bowl. I think that was Art Shell, the black dude, like the first black coach. He was coaching the Raiders when Tecmo Bowl was out. So I didn't know Madden was the coach until he came out, and Madden was the first game to have 11 players on both sides. And no other game had that. I mean, Tecmo Bowl, I think Tecmo Bowl did, but Tecmo Bowl wasn't a simulation like Madden was. It was a horizontal screen. It was easy. It was really no strategy. The strategy was pick the same play that the offense picked, and the defense would stop it. So it was really no strategy there. But that's what that was. But let's move over to this PSVR2. Noah, I know we got you here for a little bit. How do you feel about this PSVR2, the launch price? Now, we do realize that it's $550 or something like that. Now, out of your $550, Noah, you don't get the charger, and you don't get the charger. The charger is $50 separate. You don't get the charger, controller charger. No, you don't get it. Yeah, if you want the controller charger, you have to buy the $600 bundle that comes with the Horizon Call of the Wild. What do y'all think about that? Let's start with Noah. Let Noah go first.
I'm gonna want me to go first. So look, I think Sony has very low expectations as far as sales for the VR. Like, that's why they're pricing it high, because they don't expect it to sell that much. If you look at last generation of PSVR 1 or so, between 3 to 5 million?
Yeah, 5 million. And a lot of that had to do with the Oculus Quest coming in at $299 at the time too. I mean, listen, sometimes I get it. All of those specs are remarkable. And if anybody knows anything about specs, I'm the only idiot in this Discord with a $10,000 8K TV with no content to go with it. So, yeah. So, Sony can have all of that spec sheet that looks very, very good in that PSVR 2, but if you don't have the content that's going to push those specs, because you can't just take a meta game and say, well, I'm going to put it on PSVR 2, I'm going to port it over there, and it still looks like a meta game. You see what I'm saying? You're not getting your money's worth out of that. So, kind of like the Xbox One X. Remember when we got the Xbox One X, but then the developers didn't develop for it to its freaking credentials? They just left it like it was if they were going to just do it for the regular Xbox One. So it didn't really make a difference. I mean, you got a 4K player, and it had an SSD drive in there, so it loaded a little bit faster. But I think that's what you're going to get here with this PSVR 2.
No, but I feel the difference. Basically, the Xbox One, it was like a refresh. This is like a whole new type of VR, right? And they are making content for it. They are making games for it, though.
But will they make third-party games for it?
But this is what I'm saying, though. Like, when they released the last VR for the PS4, right? It was what? At the time, I think it was about 80 million PlayStation 4s in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got roughly 25 million. And this is not 25 million people that own the console. This 25 million shipped. I mean, they sell pretty fast, so that 25 million will be in homes before we know it. But
we got some in people's basements. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, that's true. So you're only able to get, and I can't remember, I know it's somewhere between 3 to 5 million with 80 million PS4 owners at $350. How many PSVR 2 do you really expect to sell with the extra $200 to $300, depending on what tier you purchase?
I think they expect to sell. I don't mean to cut you off, Noah. I think they expect to sell 1 million, because aren't only 1 million or 1.3 million going to be available at launch, something like that? So
yeah.
So I think that's what they expect to sell. Shout out to Ish again. He said Nintendo, Capcom, Sega is the holy trinity of gaming. Well, I can't dispute the Capcom thing lately, man, with those remakes. Sega's just not as good as they were in the past. Sega in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s was amazing. I want to say this, Ish. The problem with Sega was you had Sega of Japan and Sega of America. They were never on the same page. Sega of America is coming out with a Sega Saturn, or the 32X, while Sega of Japan is making a Sega Saturn, which both are kind of like the same thing. So that's what's ruined Sega. is those people not being on the same page. And as Noah was saying about the PSVR2, no, are you getting it? Is that something you're interested in? I know you play everything.
I'll get later down the line, man.
Later down the line?
Priorities. Yeah, I got some priorities I got to take care of, man. That 500 asking price.
Well, you got that new body. You got to buy a whole new wardrobe now. So,
Shit, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. So I'll go. I'm not so much concerned what Sony outlook of how much like how many units they're gonna sell with this, because I never got into the VR, so it'll be like really my first VR headset ever. So like, and I've been saying that Sony's is gonna support it with games and stuff like that, right? I'll probably get the $600 one though. I mean, because it'll come with a game.
You're better off because you don't want to go fishing for a charger or a game to play. I mean, why buy something if it doesn't have at least freaking PS5 came in with Astro's Playroom or something? I mean, you want to use the damn thing.
And plus, like the specs is pretty good on it, and it probably like it could have been like greater if it was like if you could use it on a PC, but for now it's just for like PS5. So
that's a good point, Parker. Like you're restricted to a PlayStation 5, but I'm gonna tell you what to do. A lot of people are gonna be buying this VR with no VR experience. VR isn't something that you could just play for an extended period of time and be good. Some people can, but most people are gonna feel that motion sickness.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of secondhand sales, like people just wanting to sell it because VR tends to make a lot.
You can't play VR for a whole a long period of time. But I'm saying, like, if I was Sony, I'd try to work out a deal with Activision to get like a Call of Duty on that thing.
You need to work that deal out with Microsoft.
I'll say Activision more so. Remember, it's not so much a deal with Microsoft because they're the parent company. So you see, like they'll go to Activision,
Yeah, they would have to go to the parent. Remember what parents do? Parents.
No, but I'm saying a lot of deals they make. You always got the parent company. A lot of these deals they make.
And then Microsoft will do it. They're all about making money. I mean, that's kind of what they do.
With that, I mean, maybe it's already in the works though, from the marketing deal, whatever. Like Sony already had that in place, or put that.
Now we didn't get Ty's opinion. Ty, are you gonna get this PSVR 2?
Hell no. Hell no. I just paid these. I got the bundle. Let me put this up. I got the bundle for the PlayStation. It came with 2 controllers.
You got that $8.99 bundle from GameStop?
Nah, it was like 600 and something, but it came with like the 2 controllers, the headset, and the console. And you think I'm finna turn around and give you $550 for something that don't even come with a charger? You watch your goddamn mouth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is bad.
Goddamn mouth. You think they finna get me again? No.
Yeah, I'm interested in that though.
No. And Parker, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. Hold on, wait a minute. Parker, you
Hold
gotta
on.
be ashamed.
We're not gonna shame someone for
Here we go.
No, I mean that's
let me explain why.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Before you go ahead, you sitting here thinking that it's cool for them to charge us $550. They lemon PlayStation 5 is $450. The lemon without the disc drive is $450. And you think it's okay to give a VR headset for $550?
If we look at here's the thing. Check this out, Ty. Right? Check this out. Right. Now we look at the VR headsets, though. Right? Come on now. Before this, Facebook got with their headset, though. Right? They was expensive.
Yeah, but look, the best VR.
I'm just saying, so that's not a crazy. Hold on, I'm just saying it's not a crazy price for the specs that's with that headset. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, so let's keep that in perspective.
But you can't use that headset. You can only use that.
You can't use it on PC.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't
it's
use it.
catered towards like the PC5, so like a VR though, and like the VR headset, like you get that rinky dink one from the Quest though.
Parker.
Right.
Hold on, I want to say this: if your PS5 go out, you down $1,100+ bro.
Or what? If gaming PC go out, you die even more.
Like, it'll work with any PC.
But I'm saying
It
with
works
your
with any
PC,
PC or
I get that.
PS5.
Oh, good point.
Like,
But I
you're
think
not getting what I'm saying, Parker. If I have a PC and a PS5, I can hook it up to my PS5. I can hook it to the PC, right?
Mhm.
But if I'm only restricted to PS5, if my PS5 go bad, my VR is a brick now. There's nothing I can't connect it to anything
It'll
else.
be the even way.
you know
of
what?
saying,
I think all four of us, we didn't mention something that's the really big problem with this PSVR2 is the fact that it's not backwards compatible. I think that's a huge L. Be it not being backwards compatible, meaning you can't take your old library, because there's no such thing as a PSVR game that you got the cartridge. I mean the disc, whatever you downloaded them. Well, I did to my PS4 Pro, and now you can't play any of those games unless you're playing it on your PS4 Pro. I think that's a big L. Huge.
Well, you could play it on the PS5. You just gotta hook up the old. You gotta have that box.
No, I know what you're saying,
That adapter.
but you want hell. I don't want them goddamn wires.
Wait a minute. So now you gotta hook up. You gotta buy a box to play a game that you already own. So you gotta buy the VR2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Buy an extra box.
Well, I think they give it to you for free. If you give them your serial number, they'll send you over the conversion kit for the PSVR 1 to play on the PS5. But the point is, you don't want to be exchanging headsets. If you got a VR, just use the damn
agree.
headset. You know?
I agree. I feel like everybody that bought the PSVR is like, I mean, that shit was kind of a dud now, bro. Like, especially if you upgraded to a PS5, it's you invested in something that Sony dropped when that PSVR 1 came out, like what, 20.
Well, I bought mine in 2018 in March.
2018, I think.
Yeah, 2018. So it's been about 4 years. Yeah, and the PSVR really been dead for. They really only supported about 2 years. There's really not.
What,
any-
2019, 2020? And
I think what we're seeing. See, I'm a guy that buys the new shit that comes out in the store, and this has been a detriment to my wallet and everything. All right, I was the guy that put 4 3D TVs in his house, thinking that this was the new thing. We all gonna walk around with these weird ass glasses from Samsung TVs that make our heads hurt. But I was the dude because I said, hey, they got Call of Duty in 3D. I forgot which Call of Duty it was. If you put your glasses on, you can play it in 3D on your Xbox.
Black Ops. It was Black Ops 2.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, 3D gaming, this is the way to go. Woo, look at this. It's got 3D gaming. Man, because the Xbox was 3D compatible. I believe the PlayStation 4, well, I know you can watch 3D movies on the PlayStation. That was dope, though. The original PlayStation VR unit, if you had a 3D disc, you could put it in your PlayStation 4 and watch the movie in 3D with your VR headset on.
But it was lower res though.
Yeah, but that was hot though. That was hot because especially if you didn't have a 3D TV, that was hot. Because I put all my damn 3D TVs in storage. Because, bro,
the resolution was so poor. I tried it. The resolution was so bad. I was like, me, in my opinion.
So Ricky, you bought that 8K TV because you saw 8K on the PlayStation 5 box, right?
Yep, and on the Xbox box. I did. They told me it was going to be 8K. I went to the store. I said I need an 8K TV. And the guy mouth hit the floor.
I think Xbox got a 6K.
Well, the chip said 8K on it.
They'll get. Well, no, they don't. Neither one support 8K currently. They'll support 8K.
Even if they did, cause
refreshes.
But I mean, it would be like. It's not going to be no.
It'd be like 30 frames.
These games barely running 1440p.
Bro, these 8K TVs can only put out 8K 30. You can't do 8K 60 or 8K 120. You can't do it.
I'm saying not on console. You like if you get like a kick-ass rig, maybe you could do that 8K stuff. That's what you probably gotta do. PC gaming if you want to do some 8K gaming.
I mean, shoot, even the 4090 can't really kick out 8K. You need DLSS3 to output.
He could probably do the 8K 30 though, or Ricky Brown. Like if he was
it'll do 8K 30. That's it. You're not gonna get 8K 60. You damn sure ain't gonna get 8K 120.
It depends, like if he's doing some slides.
Oh, look what this is. Levon is here.
Levon.
Yeah, Levon's our tech guy on the show. He come through. See, Levon's our tech guy. Parker's our cap guy. And Ty like sits back and see who's gonna cap, and then he'll step. Ty actually plays a little neutral. I thought he'd be more for Xbox, but he's more neutral lately.
I play everything, but I prefer Xbox.
Parker wanted to fight me earlier because I was telling him how PlayStation lost 2 million PS Plus subscribers.
He still ain't answer. Hold on. Answer that question, Parker.
What question?
You still ain't answering his
Jumping around
question.
the place.
No, ask him the question, Ricky. He can't jump no more. Ask him one more.
Parker, how did PlayStation lose 2 million PS Plus subscribers? Now, I'll give you, I'll throw you a bone.
Well, again, you gonna answer the question.
Listen, they said that it was because people was going outside to play. Yo, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But here's the thing, though. Right? Let me tell you something.
Yo.
And remember, I was saying during the pandemic, the height of it, like gaming was soaring.
Pandemic was 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Okay,
it was really soaring.
But they lost to 2 million subs last year to now.
But I'm not worried. I'm not so much worried about that.
Hold on,
I mean,
was that a quarter report or a yearly report?
That was year over year. They lost 2 million. Year over year, they lost 2 million subs. And think about this. When they supposedly made the service better by including PS Now, how the F does that happen?
But people lose subscribers all the time, though. If you look at the Netflix and Disney Plus, and people be losing subscribers.
Parker, Parker, let me tell you this.
Well, Netflix is a special case. Though,
but not only that,
a lot of people don't bring this up when they talk about Netflix losing subscribers. But Netflix had to cut off a lot of Russian subscribers off because of the Russia-Ukraine thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They had to stop. They couldn't service those customers.
I mean, before that though, you see sometimes Netflix numbers are dropping down.
Oh
the
shit,
sanctions.
Teddy, you coming in on the show,
Netflix,
Teddy?
Up until the sanctions, Netflix was like on a continual rise for 7 years. This is like the first time we're seeing decline in Netflix growth. And they were in a recession too. Like, I don't know if the recession.
Even with that though, both like IGN did a piece saying like both were struggling to really get the subscribers. Like so.
Microsoft actually added more subscribers to PC Game Pass.
Yes, they did.
The console subscribers became stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe they lost some. They didn't get the real numbers. But I know there was growth with the PC. Both consoles. If anything, this is the results should show that PC gaming is growing. And if you ever been worried about
they got better
gaming,
specs. They got better specs. Like a lot of people are running to those specs because that's what they want to see. They want bigger specs. I mean, like your PC. Like Noah, he's PC. He's all. I don't know if Noah got a Switch, but I know he's got PC. He's got Xbox. He's got PlayStation. And shout out to Teddy. Teddy said because they take the game away as fast as they give them away. Hey Teddy, why don't you come on the show, man? If you and Parker got no beef, we can have a nice conversation. But I just think that it's different losing. When you lose 2 million subs and you only got 45 subs, that's a problem. Netflix has 200 and something million subs, so they can lose 10 million subs.
I think they got more than 45 subs though.
Nah, 45 million. No, they don't.
They only got. They lost subs last year, Parker. They've been
Hold
on.
on. Somebody post that in the chat real quick. Let me hold on for a minute.
Look at last year's end of year report. They were down subs. They lost like 2 million last year.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Parker. You said we shielded for Xbox. You doing a whole bunch of shit.
I'm not shielded. I'm saying it's all pro Xbox guys up in here.
I'm just saying. I ain't no pro nothing because I've been on both sides. Come on now. I just sit here and admitted that God of War is great.
Yeah, he did.
I'm saying that's not a stretch to say that. I mean,
what you mean? If I was pro Xbox, it would have been fuck God of War. What are you talking about? It looked like God of War 2018. I could have said stuff like that, but I didn't do that. So let's keep it honest, Parker. Put that shield down and let's tell it. You put your hand on that.
And Parker, and you still haven't told us why you can't lose that many subs. And when you supposedly are bettering your service or making a service to compete with Game Pass, you can't lose 2 million. Right? You can't.
I mean, the number is still pretty high, right? 1.9, it was 2 million, 1.9, whatever. I mean, so it went from 47.3 to 45.4. Oh, yeah, all right. It's still all right.
But that's like
What was it? What was
900.
the number, Parker? Repeat the numbers again. I'm sorry.
They went from what was it? From 47.3 to 45.4.
Yeah.
So they alright.
But you losing 900 million subscribers what in 6 months? And then you lose another 900 million.
But they didn't lose level 900. The highest number, like, hold on, let me finish talking. Hold on.
Oh.
Listen, I'm just saying. Well, in December 21, they was at 48. That was, I guess that was the highest though. So, meaning they lost that. So they're at 45.4. They're still in good shape. Ricky, y'all was trying. Well, not you, but Ricky was trying to, paint a doom and gloom situation.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's not
I
that.
tell you what, hey, let's hold on. Let's look at things logically, right? From a realistic pair of glasses, right? Most people play.
Teddy, excuse me,
Fortnite.
Teddy, jump into general, and I'll pull you down into the town hall.
Most people play Fortnite, Apex Legends, Warzone, free to play games. Sony doesn't really have any games that require you to have PS Plus. They don't really do online games like that, right? They got some. They don't play online.
You still play 2K and the Madden though.
Yeah, but I mean that's few far between when you compare it to like Warzone. And then
it's still a lot of you got those free to play games.
And then those games, Madden.
But you need that for cloud saves though. Also,
you can play those offline though, Parker.
But for the cloud saves,
not everybody plays online. So like sometimes people look at that. Dang, what am I paying PS Plus for? I can play Warzone free. My kids, they got a PS4.
Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Though. Yeah,
they play
Teddy's here.
Okay. All right.
I need PS Plus? I don't think PlayStation created a need for the service.
Look here, PlayStation Plus. They created a need for it just not to compete with Game Pass. I'm not even gonna cap for this shit, and I'm not capping for it. Period. The problem with PlayStation Plus and their damn tiers is one, pricing. Like just to get the top tier, I gotta shell out 150. And then not only that, now you're coming out with a VR system and you want me to shell out over 600. That's literally more than the console. Not to mention now my back catalog from the past one is archaic now, and I can't even bring that over because y'all don't allow backwards compatibility because you want me to buy new games for it. So therefore you want me to add on top of that. So basically I could be possibly spending over $1,000 depending on how many games could be coming out for VR. Now, not only that, for your PlayStation Plus stuff, now you got the top tier being 150. Now you introduce this thing where I can play the games and all this stuff, but you give out the games, but at the same time, you take them away within 2 weeks of you just bringing them bitches out. Like, they're doing everything just wrong. But granted, they're still winning. I'll give them that. They're still winning. But they're doing everything that could be detrimental once Xbox finally gets their act together.
What they're going to have to do is what we all been saying. Anybody with sense has been saying. You have to release it day and date. That's what you have to do. You can't give us games that people already played that are old, that nobody cares about. You got to do it day and date. So that's what you got to do it day and date.
I don't think it's day and date. Is the
Parker, it has to be day and date. Xbox is releasing their first party games day and
they only
date.
have like 25 subscribers though. So it's not the day and date aspect that they need to do.
Hey, Parker, it is the day and date.
Gotta do day and date, bro.
Imagine how many more PlayStation Plus subscribers you can get, knowing that God of War Ragnarok is going to be available day and date.
Facts.
I'm not disputing
knowing that
they would have, but I'm just saying
hold on. Knowing that Forspoken is going to be there day and date. And not only that, I could get the top version for it. You
already get the best version of COD. So if you sign up for the service, you can say, hey, look, you get these.
And not only that, you can put Call of Duty on the guy. You could get goddamn Hertz for Call of Duty. Free goddamn battle pass. Free tier skips.
Yeah.
All by doing PlayStation Plus. There's ways to do this, but yet they don't want to do it because they're too damn money hungry to see this.
That's a fact.
I mean, yeah.
The thing is, you PlayStation lovers, you people who swear to your fucking plastic and swear to your VR headsets Y'all don't mind them taking money out your goddamn pockets to fill theirs, and y'all don't goddamn give a say about it. Y'all okay with how this VR shit is going?
So are you buying the VR, Teddy? Because so
Y'all
far
okay?
the panel.
Oh.
Now listen, I'm getting the
I didn't
VR.
buy the last one. I didn't buy the last one because I just didn't see an interest in it.
Now I'm getting it, but I'm not buying it. Shout out to my brother 21 Gaming, who made one of the most foolish bets in the world.
And knowing that some of the back catalog, some of the past games that's already a part of the VR ecosystem isn't going to be on there, there's no need for me to get one. I don't see the point.
Damn.
I don't see the point of me shelling out an extra 500, not at 500, excuse me, an extra 600 to possibly $1,000, depending on what all I may need to get for it. I just don't see a point.
Well, I will say this. Now, nobody in here is buying one, technically, because I'm getting one, but I ain't paying for it because somebody else is paying for it. So, I'll let y'all know how it works out. Now, when the last PlayStation VR came out, I didn't get it day one. I think I bought it as a birthday gift to myself in 2018. So it had to come out before March of 2018. I don't know when it came out. You know, as a content creator, these are things that I should know. I should know when the original VR came out. We'll find out. But anyway.
If I'm not mistaken, the
I thought
VR
it came out with the Pro.
Came
It came out after the Pro, right?
It came after the Pro, so I'm assuming like a little bit after
I thought it was 2018.
mid 2018.
Damn,
I think.
no, bro. It came out in 2016. God dang.
Well, you just looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, did it? Wow.
October 13th, 2016. Woo, man. Yeah, so you know what? And I got the Skyrim bundle with it. So I got it for I got the $299. Yeah, I got the $299 Skyrim bundle. It came with the because remember, the original PSVR was so expensive, you had to buy it by pieces like Voltron. Like you could buy the headset, then you had to buy the move sticks, then you had to buy the camera. Like, yo, it was crazy because the bundle itself was also $500. So like when people are tripping.
So you already spent over $1,000 trying to get fucking peripherals for this damn thing.
Yeah, but again, I was telling the people
Yeah,
earlier in the chat.
That aim controller, that aim controller was fire though.
Yo, that's crazy though that they won't even give you the goddamn
It could be
charger.
fire all this want. I just don't.
They told you that you got to pay $50 for the charger. Damn.
It could be fire all this
My
goddamn
problem
want.
with the VR though is niche.
Very
And
niche.
For me,
Very
personally, it makes me
niche.
sick playing it. Like I get like literally sick playing it, and I feel like it's like how many first party games does Sony release that support VR?
There's only one right now, but
Honestly, not
bro,
that many.
If they, oh man, let me tell you something. Oh, no doubt, Merc, I got you, brother. Here's where the VR fucked up, and it comes down to dollars and cents. Why would I pay $1,100 to get into something that's niche like that? $1,100 when I can go and spend $499 over here and get a Meta that has more games. Like that's
And not only that, they have the metaverse coming out soon.
bro. If you got something listen, this is introductory because the best VR headsets are gonna be $1,500 anyway. So I'm not killing Sony for their price.
Hell, believe it or not, Meta's not even that damn bad either.
Well, they got one. The new Meta, the Meta Pro is I think $1,500.
Yeah, the Meta Pro. Yeah, the Meta Pro's $1,500.
Yeah, it's like $1,500.
But it hasn't even been like with that Meta Pro. It ain't even really been advertised to the public.
No, it's not
like
even.
that.
It's not even out yet. If you
It's not.
No, if you own a Meta, which I bought 3 of them because my kids
You
have
get
them.
introductory
Yes,
prices or something
yes.
like that.
They sent me an email saying, "Hey, look, you could pre-order the Meta Pro," and I looked. It was like $1,400 and change. And if you get
Exactly.
if you get the case and shit, you're talking like $1,500. Listen, all I'm saying is, I think Sony. Here's the problem with the Meta Pro, the Meta Little, the Meta this, the Quest that. There are no wires at all. No wires.
None. I had a Meta. I had a Meta too.
Goddamn wire
Before
at all.
I had a Meta 2 before I got rid of it. There is no wires. The only wires that you have is when you charge the bitch. That's it.
That PlayStation
But other than
VR,
that,
what?
everything is wireless.
Bro, that
wireless.
that first VR for PlayStation was a disaster. I had more wires coming from out of my TV. It looked like RoboCop in that damn
You
chair.
couldn't
in the movie.
move. And the thing is, when people was talking about, I can move here, I can hide behind the couch, I was like,
No, you
there
can't.
ain't no way in hell, really.
If you do that, you're taking the whole goddamn TV off the wall. Like the shit was crazy.
I'm like, you can do that with Meta because you can set your boundaries.
yeah.
You know, with Meta, you can set your boundaries, you move around and all that other stuff. You're really playing VR.
Now,
That's how VR is meant to be played.
Now, for us Samsung TV owners who have the high-end Samsungs, you have what we call the
You
One
can
Connect
connect.
box.
You can connect it.
Yeah, you have the One Connect box where you don't have to go behind the television. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You get the box like the VCR, and you
You
just
just plug it right there in that box, and
Yes,
everything
sir.
works just fine. That's the one.
Absolutely.
I'll say this: from switching over from Samsung over to LG, that is the one thing I always miss was that One Connect box.
That One Connect box is a beast, bro.
That One Connect box was something different.
Think about it. You got no wires hanging down from your TV. It
None
looks
at all.
Nice and clean. Like right now, look at my
it
TV.
looks
You don't
beautiful.
see no wires, nothing. It looks like a picture. Like my TV on the wall looks like a picture. Like you don't see no wires. Even the damn sound bar, no wires. None, no wires, and that's what. Because I remember when I took the picture, I showed Z. Z was like, "Yo, where the wires at?" I was like, "Yo, it's a One Connect box. There ain't no
It's
wires."
a One Connect. That's the beauty about Samsung. They're like they keep that One Connect box. I'm telling you, it's gold every single time.
But
I feel like
here's
all
the problem though, Teddy.
all TVs should adopt that.
The one, it's a patent on that, bro. Shit, they want
It
something
is.
like that, they gonna have to pay. The problem with the One Connect box is they do overheat if you put shit on top of them. So you gotta be careful. Yeah. So like.
Yeah, I found that out too. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, that motherfucker get hot as hell. So before we close the show, we already know what God of War is as far as Metacritic wise. We all talked about what we gonna do as far as getting the VR.
Hold on a second. We all gave a number, but Metacritic. What was everybody?
I said 95.
I was wrong. 95. I said 95 out rip. I was like, I should see it'll score.
I said 91. I still think Survivor gonna come through with that.
You think he coming through with that 50?
Yeah, 40.
I'm sorry, but if Survivor haven't came through with that shit already, then
they don't get a review copy. They
don't get a copy.
They review to the game come out.
Bro, thank you, Noah, and that's what I told brothers in the chat when we were talking. He was like, it was Legendary. Yo, Legendary is the biggest God of War coon on the face of this earth. Man, he said, it's not good to go down, Ricky Brown. It's not good to go down. I said, Legendary, all the games always go down. The Sony games come in high and they go low. He's like, why do I say that? I said, because all the people that are going to give the good review get the free review copies. All the people that bashed Sony in the past, they don't get a copy. And they're going to be angry, and they're going to review bomb the shit out of it on purpose when they have to go buy their own $70 copy and review the game. I said, the game is at a 94 now. It's going to go down to a 93. I was like, yo, it's going to go to a 93. Because once those dudes get their copies, they're sour grapes already because Sony took them off the list because they didn't kiss their ass. So now they're going to be like, I got to kiss your ass and I got to pay my own $70? Here, take this 60, motherfucker. Boom. And that's what it's going to drop down to, like a 93. Because Elden Ring came in at a 97. You remember?
Yeah.
Elden Ring came in at a 97. And it's been sitting at a 96 for, I don't know, but 6 months now or so or whatever. It's been there for a while. And that's why I said, like, now that brings me to this. Who do y'all think is getting the Game of the Year? Do you think, and I know none of us have played God of War yet, but if we're just going by Metacritic, do you think, is there any way in hell that God of War can come in, Johnny come lately, you know, the last week before you could qualify for getting a Game of the Year honor? Do you think God of War can steal this award from Elden Ring?
It's possible.
Yeah.
I feel
It
it's
you do so.
it happened before.
That was with Red Dead, though.
But God of War has a pedigree.
That's what I'm saying. It happened before. Goddamn Red Dead. Shit.
But I don't think Red Dead held.
Red Dead don't have the legs. Yeah, right there.
Rockstar
Say that again, Tiger. Everybody was talking. Say that again.
Elden Ring held on for what, 6-7 months, and Red Dead held on for 1-2 months.
Facts. He's right. He's right. Elden Ring, and I remember David Jaffe and those guys were saying they didn't think Elden Ring would have legs. They was like, yo, we don't know how well it's gonna do. But here's what I will say for the ponies out there: don't get your feelings hurt. Elden Ring broke Aloy's legs in 3 days. Elden Ring sold more in 3 days than Aloy did for that whole month of February, and came in and stole the MPD. That shit was crazy, bro. I never saw anything like that. Like, yo, and
even though people were saying it was a buggy goddamn mess, that was the crazy part about it,
bro.
People were saying it was a buggy, it was buggy and all that other shit.
Just like the Souls community stepped up for it.
That was the crazy part about that whole thing that I never understood. They said it was a buggy mess, but they gave it a 97.
Casuals went out and bought.
Yeah, they
yes, that's exactly what got it.
Yes. Hey, bro, guilty as charged. I'm the casual that bought it. My cousin Rob, who's in this chat, motherfucker, he had me, yo, Browns, you got to get that Elden Ring, this and that, whatever. And I'm like, man, come on. I get it. Hey, who else? Listen, we're
Y'all
not.
can't keep yelling Elden Ring is a multi-plat. That's some bullshit.
It
Sekiro dies twice one game of the year. And
Yeah,
that's
it
a
did.
multi-plat. So y'all can't keep using that as an excuse. That you can't.
What you mean, like a multi-plat winning game? No, we didn't use that as an excuse.
Nah,
I'm just
Who
saying,
22
like,
said
you
that.
you
He
can sort
said
of
that.
gauge the success of something. Okay, it's so way more. Some games it's gonna sell more than others, obviously though. Like,
Well,
you know.
sales
And
don't
remember,
always mean
the
that
Souls community
it's game
also
of the
though.
year. But I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
all I'm saying is I would like to see what God of War sales are going to be for a week. I got a bet with Vaughn, which
Oh yeah,
they
you
told
think
me.
Sonic will outdo them? Yeah, okay, good luck with
Yeah,
that.
I said Sonic. Hey, look, I'm going by multiplayer. Sonic's on multiple systems. I said, hey, Sonic can beat them. for that
Nah,
month.
no, I don't know about that.
But
Yeah,
I wouldn't
take
even
that
have. I wouldn't have took that one. Sonic hasn't sold over 1 million since goddamn Sonic
Thanks for
Adventure
the
2.
fucking positivity, fellas. Thanks.
I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
I mean, who can tell
this
you?
I'm
Come
trying
on,
to be
man.
it
realistic.
hasn't
with
been
you,
that
brother.
big since the Sonic Adventure series.
Hey,
Like-
my man, who else too says, he said, how is it an excuse? I said it's a multi-plat versus Horizon. That's what he said. He basically, who's 22 is saying, Ty, he's saying that he's not saying that, it's because it's a multi-plat. He's saying that it's going to outsell.
That's not true.
That's not true though. That's
That's
not
not-
true.
that's
That's
not
hold on,
true.
bro.
Oh,
Wait.
No, he was talking. He was
Can I
talking
say
about.
this?
He was
Can I
talking
say
about.
this?
Hold
Can
on,
I say
no,
this?
but hold on. He was talking about
Can I say
Elden
this?
Ring compared to Horizon. He wasn't talking about
But
Sonic.
still though, can I say this? We gotta stop using that excuse, bro. Because when exclusive games on PlayStation go 25 million, then we brag about it, right?
Everybody brag it up.
Yeah,
And then when the game flops, then it's an exclusive only on one platform. You can't
that
have
sounds
both.
like a Sony problem. Like you shouldn't have made it
Exactly.
exclusive. You know what I mean? Hey, look,
Exactly.
look at Titus. Look, Titus finally woke up.
A lot of these games go to PC too, and they only sell like 1 or 2 million copies on PC.
What's the name was a dud on
I'm in
PC.
to believe that if you put
terms
these
like,
games on PC day and date, you probably sell an extra 5 to 10
I
million.
knew Elden Ring was gonna do good though, right? Because I knew the Souls community was,
Oh, shout out
you
to
know.
Dre. What up, Dre? Your Warriors
So-
stink, and so do my Lakers. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's for tomorrow's show.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
If a game is exclusive to PlayStation, it sells 25 million. The powers of exclusive. But then when it sells 2 or 3 million, well, it wasn't a multi-plat. It's only on one platform. But you can't have it both ways, bro. You can't have it both ways. Either being on exclusive is hindering it, or being exclusive is a good thing. But you can't have it.
You
You
know
can't
what?
use it as an excuse.
And I'm glad you
And-
said
and,
that, cuz I'm glad you said that because I think Forspoken being an exclusive is going to be a detriment to Square. They already been having issues with selling games. Yeah, they've been having a bad fucking job
I
at it.
think it's gonna do pretty good.
Nobody
though.
buying that game,
Ain't
bro.
nobody
Oh,
buying
no,
that
what
game.
I said, nobody.
Man, what game?
Only people buying that game are RPG fanatics, dog.
What game?
Like
What? You
Forspoken.
talking about?
Forspoken.
Oh, Forspoken.
Forspoken.
Nah.
Forspoken might be dead on a ride, bro. Can you imagine? Let's keep this in mind. They're saying there's 25 million PlayStation 5s out there, right? I think isn't that a PlayStation 5 game? So you think, yeah, so
it's on PC. It's on PC.
It's on
too.
PC?
I'm getting it on PC.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, man, I don't know, bro. I don't see.
The game would do well though.
Yeah, but what
I'm
is
not saying
considered
it's
Not
gonna
saying, not
sell
saying it won't do
40
well, but it's not going to break any records.
No, I mean
Maybe not, but
like when you say
I don't-
well, Noah, like what do you now? I need to ask all of you guys. Let's start with Ty. What do you think Forspoken needs to sell to be deemed successful? Being that it's only going to be on one platform, one gaming console platform for 12 months, or what is it? Is it 2 years? It's a 2-year exclusive,
Yeah.
right?
Years.
Wow.
They gotta put out some gameplay to show something.
I say
Honestly,
honestly,
showing some gameplay though.
No, I'm saying some spectacular ass gameplay.
How many do you think it got to sell, Ty, for us to call that successful?
I'd say 10 million.
No, it's new, so
It's hard.
at least if it's at least 5 million, I say that's okay. At
10
least-
million.
Truly, no.
So Ty
I
says
would
5.
like-
You said 5. What you say, Noah? How many do you think?
It's hard to say, bro, because you really need to know what the publisher, how much the publisher is expecting to sell.
But here, think about
If
this
I had-
though. But before you even
if I
answer
had
that,
the-
I'll give you a nugget.
Yeah.
They say Sony and their marketing deals with people match dollar for dollar what those people would do. So let's say if Square puts $3 million into marketing. Sony will put $3 million into marketing too because it's an exclusive for them. So, all right, now you're talking $6 million in marketing. Again, these are just numbers I'm throwing out there. So we'll say $6 million in marketing that you put into this game. Let's just say if it is 6 million, how many units do you think it needs to sell? If that's what they
I think it will need to sell at least 5 million.
5 million. Okay.
Yeah, and that's like bare minimum.
How about
You
you?
still gotta wait for Xbox. You gotta wait for the Xbox.
Yeah, you gotta wait for Expo. Now, Teddy, how many do you think it need to sell?
10. I feel like 10 is considered a successful launch. Anything below it, I would say is somewhat okay, but also somewhat a failure.
Now, here's what I say. Now, 10, 5, I think those numbers are kind of... Those are big numbers, and I'll tell you why. Because Returnal, which was a PlayStation first-party exclusive, it only sold 500,000 like out the gate. You know, that was for the first.
But I'll be real, that's not a real AAA game though.
Yeah.
All right, Ratchet and Clank sold under 2 million. Wasn't that under 2 million?
I'm about to say Returnal is a soul, it's a roguelike.
In the game and stuff, like how much money was spent on the
Hey,
game.
I don't think Returnal cost them that much.
Returnal is a roguelike game, so of course that ain't gonna sell too much because people gonna be like, oh wait, so my progress doesn't save? Nah, I don't want it.
All right, we got some chats here. All right, who else? 22 says he don't cap for MPD numbers. He's simply just saying Horizon is one platform, Elden Ring is on 3. That's a no-brainer. That's why I made the Sonic bet, bro. So everybody bang on me for the Sonic bet. That's what I made.
Okay, but one is the second installment of a game, and one is brand new.
Thank you. Like we haven't seen
that in context.
Now,
Bro, we can't, bro. That
Titus.
Now, I'm about to say we haven't seen a Sonic game since what?
Okay,
Sonic. What was it? Sonic Frontiers?
Well, now
No,
Titus.
not Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Forces.
Now Titus has just dropped us a nugget. He said Final Fantasy Remake didn't sell 5 million copies until 2021, and that was a highly anticipated game, and that is an established IP, Final Fantasy. So, I don't know what Forspoken's going on.
Man, you know what? And they gave away a lot of those copies. Remember that was that 2021 when they added it to PS Plus.
Yeah. And those counts as sales. I remember. No, who was arguing with us saying that those Horizons that were in PS Plus don't count as sales? They absolutely do count as sales. When you download those, they count those as sales.
Let me stop you right there, Ricky. If it don't count for sales, then why they send you an email saying thank you for your
Yes, they do. Thank you, Ty. They do. When I download
What DLC?
No, when you download Horizon Zero Dawn, when it was on PlayStation Plus, it says thank you for your purchase.
It's considered a purchase.
$0.00. Like
it's considered a purchase.
Absolutely. So
I would consider it a purchase.
Somebody was arguing with me and Noah saying like, "Oh, Horizon sold 20 million." We was like, "Yo, how does Horizon sell 20 million?" It wasn't on an MPD for like 9 months, and all of a sudden, when it dropped in PS Plus, by the way, we sold 20 million.
The original Horizon was though, and shit. I mean, original Horizon was like. It showed the numbers like early on. I'm talking about
early on. They sold
8.7 million.
Yes, and it sold. And it sold 12 million out of nowhere. Yo, that was crazy.
No, remember it also.
They packaged it up
remember
with
it was part of the classic
PlayStation.
stuff. It was like $20 also.
Nope.
So,
and they packaged it with that PlayStation before the PlayStation 5 came out. What it was like $150, $200. They gave you God of War. They gave you Horizon. They gave you another game for like $150, $200.
And at that time, it was $20 too, though. Also,
but it was free with a console. That counts as a sale.
Yeah, but also the game was also $20 at that time, also too. So
there was a lot of freebies coming out there too. So they don't want to count those. If you saying something, Ricky, we can't hear you.
Ricky Brown probably blew a gasket. So
what the hell going on?
It's mic moving, but I don't see him saying nothing.
Hold on.
Ricky Brown, you might have muted yourself.
No, he's saying something. I can't hear him.
Oh, it's my. Oh, he is. I don't know what he's doing. Damn, Rick.
He gone now. We're gonna give out free shout outs. If y'all on Twitch, go ahead and follow my boy Parker. Objective Game on Twitch. Also Noah. Noah can stream it too. Noah gone. Did he go?
Noah's still here.
I think Teddy got his channel. Okay, Teddy got his channel going too. I don't know what Teddy name is.
It's just Teddy. Fucking Teddy Digital. Give me a minute. Oh, there you go. Triple kill right there. All right.
Man, Call of Duty. Good God. Ricky Fiction.
All right, I'm back.
No,
I
okay,
had to
okay, there you go.
I had to
What
throw a
the-
load in the freaking drive, right down here in the basement. So, let's see. Merc says too late. Yeah, Titus says fake news. Yeah, Titus just woke up. All right, so where were we? We were talking about Final. That's I remember. Final Fantasy only sold 5 million. I think Forspoken, yeesh. Noah thinks a couple million. Teddy said
About
10.
5 million.
That thing gotta sell 10 million. As much as it's been, as much as Forspoken's been hyped, because this is gonna be the next hype Sony game. This is gonna be the next hype Sony game after God of War.
Good point.
Now, I don't think I sell 10 million though, because we gotta say.
Well,
that,
you see
'cause I
what
don't know
happened, but that exclusive stuff, Parker.
But
You know,
listen,
it hurt Street
time-
Fighter though. It hurt Street. Remember, it hurt Street Fighter.
But hold on,
sales.
this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying, like, I don't know how much they have to sell to be successful, not knowing how much they put into the game and stuff. That's what I'm saying. So maybe start off, maybe let's say 2 million or less, because who knows what was the budget for this game though? Feel me? That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, we can expect the budget pretty high though, bro. Like this was.
Exactly. Like this,
I mean,
this
but-
budget is high for this
yeah, I'm about to
game.
say,
Like I said,
May not be-
Forspoken is
may
one
not
of
be
the-
Final Fantasy 7 high, but it's.
Okay, who you? Okay, so,
Forspoken is one of the next. I told you, like after God of War, Forspoken is on. It's the next one on the horizon for for one of the hype games for Sony.
okay, so what? Okay, everybody, what would you think the budget for this game is then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you know.
I like- I like to say-
Somebody take a guess.
I like to say
'cause
it
I
was-
don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I like to
It's
say it was
brand
a.
new. So
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take into account that they did delay the game. They're probably crunching.
Exactly.
they pushed
you
it
gotta-
back for God. of War,
yeah,
though. You gotta remember
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
But you got to add advertising. I mean, the game couldn't have cost less than 50, 60 million bucks to make. I mean,
You think it cost $60 million?
I mean, yeah, I would think 60 with advertising and everything, including you got people.
I would like to say it's a $60 million.
It's got to be. I mean, how could it not be? You know.
That is.
And I'm telling you, like after God of War hype dies down, they're gonna be ramping up for what you call it.
I'm telling you,
They're gonna start ramping up for Forspoken.
Hey, hold on,
It'll be
Levon
Hogwarts
say-
Legacy.
Hold on,
also.
Parker. Do you think it's gonna be on the PS4?
I think you got to put it on there.
Well,
Have we seen
It's
it
PS5
across
only.
gen bundle for it? Because this is a PS5 only game.
That they
PS5
said.
only.
That's what they said. I mean, hell,
It's
God,
a PS5
God.
only game.
Yeah, but
And the way that game looks, it has to be a PS5.
yeah, but
only
even
game.
Kratos had to bend the knee to the PS4 just so they could sell more. Even.
Granted, but I mean, shoot, in my opinion, they're too far in development to just be sitting here developing a PS4 title now.
Nah, it's basically from what the developers are saying, it's developing for the PS5, just like developing for the PS4. I mean, they're not giving you that ray trace and all that stuff anyway, like that.
And
that
it's also a multi-plat. It's a multi-plat as well. They just ain't marketed it.
Yeah, it is a multi-plat. So I don't know. I mean, me personally, I think that it's got to sell at least 5 million copies. I mean, look, if it doesn't sell 5 million, Square can give a shit. They already got the money for it to be an exclusive anyway, and they get in 2 years they get to take their talents to South Beach over there in Game Pass or whatever. So they don't care. They got paid already.
Sony ain't going for that. They already got that in the contract. No.
Yeah, I would love to find out what was the budget for this, like the game.
Well, again, it's kind of hard to tell though. Especially
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, because
not only that part, when you push a game back, it costs more money. So that's automatic. I mean, that's why people have this farce of Halo costing $500 million because of the pushback, and because they had.
But they was pushed back probably like a few months though, really, right?
But almost a year, isn't it? I think it's almost a year that for Spoken.
That's not. I don't think it's a year delay because like when it's coming out sometime in like February or January, whatever it's coming out. I
They
forgot.
never gave a date. They gave season. It was like spring of whatever. The spring's
For
here.
what?
Spring of
No, but they
2022.
do have a date though.
They got a date on PlayStation. Yes, it do.
Yeah.
For Spoken. Yes, it is. I think it's May.
Yeah, so it's a year delay because it was spring of 2022 when it was supposed to come out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so a year. So now you got to put a year in of giving people health benefits and working on the clock of fixing it. So yeah, now the budget's going up. It's absolutely going up now. And Square, look, there's a reason why Square had to pawn some of their IPs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't just sell off some of these great IPs that they had. I mean, who the hell sells Tomb Raider off? Like, bro, for like pennies and a dollar. They're like, hey, here you go.
Hey, I got a theory about that too, though.
Yeah, let's hear
Hear
it.
about what?
About the Embracer Group and Tomb Raider.
Oh, you think they're keeping the seat warm for Microsoft too, in case this Activision
Yeah,
shit
think how much money Embracer can make buying it for that cheap and then selling it to Microsoft.
That's called a flip, brother.
Yeah.
I think Brett's the same group that bought the Lord of the Rings.
They bought the rights to the video game, which Warner Brothers is now disputing. So that's a clusterfuck.
Warner Brothers, I think they still own the movie rights to Lord of the Rings also.
Well, actually, the guys who the controller of the estate of J.R.R. Tolkien or whatever said that's not entirely true.
That's what they said, though.
Yeah, I know, but they're saying like, but Warner Brothers came out and said, out of all those Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies they made, they said they lost $1 billion. They said they made no profit on any of those movies, despite them making all that money in the box office. They was like, look, after the first week, we have to share the box office with the movie theaters. Then we had to pay a licensing fee. Then you got to pay Buddy, the son who runs the estate. So they was like, yo, we didn't make any money. We lost $1 billion.
I'm
Yeah,
about to say, so you do better just giving that shit up.
yeah, they was like, fuck it. They said we lost money with that shit.
I
So,
guess
like,
they pushed the game up. Hold on, they
I
pushed
think-
or spoke it to January 24th. My bad.
January-
So
Okay,
it wasn't a real long delay.
All right, so Titus. Now listen, Titus is our news piece. Titus should be on a goddamn panel, but you know he likes to do deviant things.
But now on the play,
he should have got delayed twice.
Because they pushed it to May. Because I saw it on the PlayStation, on the little marketplace. Because I was finna buy it. I'm like, I ain't finna buy this damn game. And they say May 27. But they pushed it up. Look like to January 24th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't a super long delay because whatever.
That lets me think that if they push that game to January, then I think you're going to see Redfall in February. I think that's when.
And also, reason why, that's in January. You got the Hogwarts Legacy coming out on February the 7th. So whatnot.
That's gonna, if they don't.
I don't think that.
They already delayed it already. It was supposed to come out this holiday season.
Have
like,
you not heard of Starfield? Games keep getting delayed. They about to delay Starfield again.
Oh yeah, I'm saying Hogwarts Legacy it got delayed. That's why it's coming out.
Yeah,
in
I think they might delay it again.
I don't know. I mean, February.
I'm mad. I
think
couldn't
that's
get I couldn't get the
No, I
collector's
think
edition
that's
anyway.
a pretty good spot for them though, because you got in March 24th you got Resident Evil 4 coming out, and then you got the Callisto Protocol that's coming out. What? It was supposed to be this year though. So
Yeah, this
December.
year. Oh,
And you got the what? Crisis Core Final Fantasy, right?
Now,
Yeah,
who does
this year
Sony
also.
have the marketing rights for? Is it Callisto or is it the remake of the game that looks like Callisto?
you mean Dead Space?
Yeah, Dead Space. Which one? Sony has the marketing rights for one of them.
I
don't
think Xbox has the Dead Space marketing rights, and I think Sony has the marketing rights to Callisto.
they? Callisto's gonna sell more.
That's December, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Callisto will sell more. If Sony, listen, that's one of the reasons why Sony does how they do. They do what they do because of them goddamn marketing rights. Every time you see a commercial with that commercial, you hear that at the fucking beginning. They show that symbol. That's where motherfuckers go. Everything is in marketing, bro.
Oh, Midnight Suns come out December 2nd.
A little sketchy on
What
that
it-
game.
Where did the Callisto Protocol get banned at?
Japan, I think it was Japan, right?
Yeah.
They said it was too violent or too, whatever. I don't know. But here's what I will say, and one of the reasons why, and before we close the show, we're getting to the end, folks. We enjoyed your company. We appreciate everybody being here. I think one of the reasons I made the bet for the Sonic versus the God of War is because I have seen a decline in PlayStation software. It's down 18% year over year. It was down 26% the last quarter. So there is a little probably $70 fatigue out there. And that's why I made a bet like that. Because I think that a lot of people are buying less PlayStation software. but because it's $10 more, you're not seeing the hit on the revenue. Now I don't know what the profit is, but the revenue is still doing what it's doing.
I got a question. What about that $70 price tag for Call of Duty?
See, Call of Duty's not a first party exclusive.
No, not first, but when they count software, they're not just counting first party software though, Rick.
But you gotta know a Call of Duty player is gonna pay $100 for the fucking game, which you do.
You're saying when they count software, they don't just do first party though. They do
no.
Any software related to that platform.
This Sony's earnings call was for you're right. It was for all their
all
their software, but it's down 18% year over year. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I think, but you look at the MPDs though, like gaming software.
Yeah, but MPDs doesn't give you numbers, Parker. It just tells you what position it's in. It doesn't tell you if it's sold 50,000. This is how I knew. But hold on, this is how I knew that the Last of Us remake didn't do shit. Is because it was ahead of games like Minecraft, old ass games. It wasn't up there with like the 2Ks or any of those games. You notice the ponies haven't said a goddamn thing about that motherfucking Last of Us 1 remake because that shit flopped. Nobody said shit. They was real quiet on that motherfucker. That motherfucker came in an MPD ahead of Minecraft and I think Mario Galaxy 1 and nobody said shit. It's like, oh look, it's in the top 8. And then nobody said nothing about it because it didn't move. No, listen. These people are tired of these remakes and shit. Like nobody's buying that shit. Okay. Why don't you look and tell me where Last of Us Remake 1 was on the MPD list?
You said people are tired of remakes.
Yes, they're tired.
I gotta agree with Parker. They tired
the
of
Resident Evil
game
remakes do pretty decently.
No, new game remakes they tired.
Oh yeah,
you could go.
You're right.
Old game.
Okay, Resident Evil is the only one that survives that shit. Everybody else, no. Listen, they released the fucking director's cut of what's the name of Ghost of Tsushima and the other game where Norman Reedus is in there. What do we call it? You know, the fucking Kojima game. That game, yeah, Death Stranding, right? Okay. They released director cuts of those flops. They didn't move enough. Okay, they did Ghost of Tsushima fucking director's cut flop. They did Last of Us. They did Last of Us 1 remake and it flopped. It didn't move shit.
If it flopped, what did it sell then, Rick?
Again, all I have is the MPD.
Well, if you can't give precise numbers,
okay, when you're ahead of, when you're okay,
flop,
okay.
I'm just saying, though.
I'm just saying, when you have, when you have,
can you give us some numbers though?
I got you, Ricky. No, I gotta agree with Ricky on this one. If they would have sold a lot of them, Sony would have plastered that.
They would have had a fucking flag on here running around the track.
They definitely would have. Let's
get the
fanboyism out of here. Let's go ahead and get that fanboyism out of here.
Hey, listen, I think they did win UK MPDs, but
yeah, well, wait a minute. Saints Row stopped it out. Remember that, Noah? Come on now. Saints Row outsold The Last of Us Part 1 that week. Saints Row.
When I say one, I mean they were like. They were up there in the charts, but that's just UK. That doesn't really give you an idea of what it did worldwide.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with you though, Ricky. I don't think it sold. It did incredible numbers, honestly.
Now we got a guy from the X-Fire.
I will say this though.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
If it's any game that you're not gonna, if people were saving their $70 and was gonna spend it on the game. On PlayStation, this is probably the one.
Yeah, yes, it'd be God of War. And shout out to Titus. Titus said, Pentiment Game of the Year contender. Bro, everything Obsidian touch is damn near gold. You do not bet against Obsidian. Can I interest you in Obsidian? The Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, those kind of games like that. What do you got? Fallout New Vegas? Yeah, you could be... What?
I guess it was okay, but like...
Whoa. Wait, did you play those games, Parker?
What did you sell there, Ricky Brown in New Vegas?
New Vegas?
Right,
That's the best Fallout.
So we talking about sales now, right? So I'm just keeping it consistent. So we talk about sales.
Yeah, we talking sales.
What game sold?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Obsidian killed it with Grounded, bro.
Yeah, but listen to this, guys. This is from xfire.com gaming. This is on The Last of Us Part 1 remake. They said, despite Sony's best efforts, The Last of Us Part 1 failed to gain much traction. A developer went as far as defend the game from being labeled as a cash cow, although the numbers would suggest that Naughty Dog might not have made as much money from the remake as expected. Told you. That motherfucker is dead on arrival.
What are the numbers,
Dan,
though, Ricky? Yes.
Put it this way, Parker. The numbers, Parker. You know what it is? Let me tell you about the numbers. The numbers are when you ask a woman how many people she slept with, she'll never
Ricky
give you a
Brown,
number. She never will. But
I'm not calling something a flop. I don't have the numbers to back
it's
it
a
up.
flop.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, when the developer says, maybe, hey,
Ricky Brown, you
Bro,
bring
listen.
it up. Something got nothing to do with it. Come on, Ricky Brown. Stay on top.
Listen,
We
Ty
don't
already
know
took
the
care of
numbers
this.
'cause Sony never
There you go,
released them,
Ty.
Parker.
There you go. There you go. They never released them, so you know it was dog shit. Sorry. You made one sum, but you really lost one.
Ricky
What the
Brown, listen
bomb?
here, man.
It's done, but listen.
I don't know if it flopped or not because I don't got the
Flopped.
numbers. I'm just say it flopped or not.
The Last of Us Part 1 sales flounder as PS5 owners wait for God of War. It's everywhere. I mean, every website's
I
telling
mean,
you.
What are the
mean,
numbers, Ricky Brown? That's the question I'm asking.
Rick, not Rick, but Parker, you know good and hell where that game floundered. Hell, wasn't nobody gonna buy that damn game when they know God of War was
I'm
right
just
around the
saying,
corner?
I'm not gonna call something a flop. It's like I got the numbers in front of me to say, oh, it's why.
Because
This is why it flopped.
bullshit,
It
you
didn't
need-
sell X,
you
Y, and Z.
have numbers for that. It's called common fucking sense.
Like I
you
said, I
know-
can't make a
You
decision so without having the
know
numbers, though.
You
That's
know,
irresponsible to do.
Oh, so check
you
this
know,
out.
God of War was coming out a month later. Wasn't nobody about to waste their fucking time buying fucking Last of Us.
Oh,
When
listen
they-
to this.
Man, I'm just
I
asking
got,
what the numbers are.
hey, I got a nugget for you, Parker. I got a nugget. Look at it. They said instead, The Last of Us Part 1 slipped to 4th place just a week after launch, falling behind months older Horizon Forbidden West, and with Saints Row 9th place, landing indication just how low game sales across the board were that week.
Part 1 remake sales number.
Wow. Yo, that game, it's worse than I thought. Damn!
Yeah.
My God! That game, you know, and it's funny too because we all know in the Triple B Discord, Vaughn is the PlayStation Knight. Vaughn hadn't said shit about Last of Us 1 remake in months. That thing came out in September. I haven't heard Vaughn talk about it. I was banned for about a month too, but I haven't heard him talking about that game at all. Nobody. Oh man, that shit is raggedy. Man, put that shit. See, now I'm telling y'all right now, if Sony was smart, they would have put that Last of Us 1 remake in the subscription fucking service.
Yes.
They would have put it there.
Yes.
And they would have
Yes.
got some more subs. And you wouldn't have lost 2 million PS Plus subscribers. You dumbasses. Damn. Trying to get people to pay $70 for that garbage. Nobody wanted it. Saints Row beat it. And Saints Row got dissed like Donald Trump. And then people bought more Saints Row than that junk. Man, please.
Hey, Parker, how many sales you said for Spoken had to get not to be a flop?
I didn't say that. I said I don't know.
No,
I don't know
asking
the budget for it. I don't know.
So you didn't get
Oh
one?
bullshit!
Yeah,
No,
no,
he
thanks.
ain't
I don't know
trying to
the budget,
goddamn.
though.
It ain't no he don't know. He just ain't trying to goddamn give a solid answer.
I can't give a solid answer because I don't know
Bullshit.
the budget.
Yes, the fuck you can. It's called
No,
an
you can't.
estimate. It's called a
No.
guesstimate. Quit trying to act like you
man.
need facts to goddamn prove.
Shout out to Titus. You're right, Titus. It flopped. That's why they ain't releasing those numbers, boy.
Thank you.
You know, listen, I'm going to tell
No,
you
the
right
numbers
now.
out.
Oh.
The numbers.
Hey, with that being said, though, do y'all
it's at
think we'll get a
3.4
nice
million.
Black Friday sale?
Oh,
A nice Black Friday sale for what?
Last of Us Part
Oh,
1,
that- for the Last of Us
$20.
remake?
$20. Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
You will.
$20. $20.
Hey, that shit, the sales
Probably get
numbers
about
are
20,
jumped
30,
the fuck
maybe
up.
$30 off of anything.
$30?
You'll probably get about $30
Say
off.
that again,
Y'all don't
Noah?
have. Wait a minute. Y'all don't have
Let's
to.
say
It's
if
free
it
on
sells for
love.
$20, those sales will jump up. Sony be the
Thanks.
first
They'll
one
be
on
on Twitter. Last of Us 1 has now sold 200,000 copies since launch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Bro, this is, again, listen.
I'll buy it for 20.
Oh, no doubt. Here, I bought the Firefly edition. So check this out. Here is where the numbers don't lie. I just told you they were down 18% in software sales. They can't sell $1.50 right now. They're in trouble. Nobody buying that $70 remake shit. I'm trying to tell you how that shit was done. You can only get away with that shit for so much. And after a while, you already gave the remaster version of that goddamn game when the PS4 came out. Then you try to shove it down their throats again by doing a damn remake of it for the PS5, talking about you changed all this stuff from the ground up, and that was horse shit.
But Ricky Brown, but you actually bought the
I
higher tier
did
game,
because I
though.
like to collect stuff. That's what I do.
Stop it, Ricky Brown.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not everybody. It's only one of me.
I mean, look here, I get it. If you're trying to be a collector and you're collecting collector's editions, cool. Got
Shit,
it.
I got a goddamn Gotham Knights collector's edition. Fuck, I'll let you know I'm down bad. Shit.
Hell. But we can't deny the fact that that game did not sell like it was going to, or at least what people thought it was going to.
Now, Titus is our data manager of the show, and he has said that he don't see any numbers for The Last of Us Part 1. He said those might be the numbers for the remaster. I don't think it's the remaster, Titus, because when they combined the remaster along with The Last of Us 1 sales, it was over 20-something million. So I don't think anybody's seeing The Last of Us remaster numbers, because the Last of Us, they said, sold over 22 million copies when you combine the remaster in there. So, you know, that's what that is. And I'm not disputing. I thought Last of Us 1 was a good game. People complained about the controllers and all that, the controls and shit. I thought it was good. I don't know. But I tell you what, though, Titus, that remake, it wasn't right, buddy. That shit was raggedy. Damn. Wow. Because let me tell you something. If you were going to do any kind of remaster for your PlayStation 5, you should have fucking did God of War, because you knew you had Ragnarok coming this year. That's what you fucking should have remastered. Or remastered the trilogy of the first 3 God of Wars. But you go...
It's already been remastered. Ain't much else you can do. I mean, you can remake it.
No, but those games can play completely different from God of War 2018. So, right? So that's they focus on that. 2018.
I'm about to say, it's 2 different damn stories to it.
Yeah, so
yeah, I think. Look, I think, bro, if you telling me that a remastered God of War 2018, if that released earlier this year, and then you had the Ragnarok come through, and then you can bundle the shit for $150 that came with a Thor statue, you sold that for $500 if you wanted to. It's like, I don't understand that. People,
but remember they just put God of War 2018 on PC.
I understand that, but we're talking about the console guys. Those are the guys that pay the big numbers. They're the ones that are down 18%.
If they gonna make a even I don't know. God of War. I feel maybe.
What did you have more fun playing, Parker? God of War or The Last of Us?
I'm saying God of War though.
Exactly. But, that's the one you remaster, not that shit.
But yeah, I would say the remaster. Yeah, but they already put it out there on a PC. See what I'm saying?
I get it.
That's why. I mean, I don't know if the remaster will come right away though.
Yeah, you're right. Last of Us Part 1 remake is coming to the PC. I don't know when, or if it's released already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's probably gonna go to PC.
Bro, but that's terrible though. You know, can we all agree that remake was a bad idea to be sold for $70 and it should have been in a sub service? I mean, I think so. I mean, hell, I'm no marketing genius, but hell, I can see that. Like, if you wanted to get people in the service, you put that game in there. You know, people would actually play the fucking thing. But no, this is what happens. This is what happens when you get greedy. When you
still weren't gonna play it. I don't care. I don't like that
So
game.
you know, I mean, for his fans, they probably enjoyed it. You know,
yeah, well, yeah,
that was really fans of The Last of Us.
All 200 of them. You know, but here's the thing, Parker. A lot of the people that are fans of the series were the ones hashing out saying, stop, why are you remaking this? We don't need this. The game's only 9 years old. Like, why are you remastering a game that's only 9 years old? And that's what their problem. Like I said, look, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I'm being a hypocrite saying you should have did God of War 2018. But I tell you what, if you did the first God of War trilogy and you remastered all of those, that'd be a better taste in people's mouth.
I don't know, but like I think this God of War, that's the one people are fixated on.
And not only that, a remake nobody asked for. I don't think anybody asked for The Last of Us 1 to be remade.
No, like yo, that's crazy, bro.
Okay, if anything, I would love to see him do like a remake of the Uncharted.
I mean, this is what. All right.
Oh, what? Though. I felt Uncharted, you know, but they already put that on PC though, like 4 and Lost Legacy. So that's why I don't think the remake.
But I just think that you're remaking games like this, but then you have games with potential like a Days Gone that doesn't get a sequel. I don't understand that. Like, yo, that's crazy as hell. Like, I get it. All of those games, a lot of those games had the same themes: zombie apocalypse, you know, that The Last of Us and Days Gone. But I thought Days Gone was a good game, and you know they put the kibosh on that.
But I think they placed Ghost of Tsushima, you know,
Well, Ghost of Tsushima's getting a sequel and it's getting a movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So-
Ghost was a fucking phenomenal game. I mean, that Ghost
I
of
guess
Tsushima.
I guess they have to wait. Days Gone probably have to wait. I guess.
Man, but wait, oh man.
Maybe he's not getting a sequel right
But
now.
the problem
but
is something that's a new IP like that. You can't wait. If you wait, it's gonna be dead.
Look,
can't
Days Gone didn't sell that damn good, so don't expect.
No, it's sold well on PC though. It
Yeah,
did.
on PC.
Yeah.
On
But
they don't
PC.
have to rush a
But it didn't
sequel to that
sell on the
already.
console that it was meant for, PlayStation.
Okay, well, you know what?
That's the thing there. Hell,
It's
PC.
well, hold
cool.
on, Teddy. That's not all true. And this is why the guy that headed that Bend studio, he lashed out on Sony. He said, "Wait a minute, you're telling me we didn't sell much? We sold more than Death Stranded. Like, what are you talking about? We didn't do well."
and that's cool and everything, but you didn't sell it to PlayStation standards.
No, what I'm saying is they value Ghost of Tsushima
Oh,
higher than what you call it, Days Gone.
Yeah,
You know?
Titus don't think he's coming back either. But I thought I think they screwed Days Gone. I think that game should have got.
I mean, who knows? Like down the line, who knows what they could do? You know.
I
Whatever.
think the bottom line is, and I like the way hell I wanted to end the show freaking minutes ago, but now we're into something else. I think Sony needs to start taking more risk. You know,
More risk?
they don't take enough risk. They don't take.
What parts?
Parker, they keep remaster and remaking everything. They're not taking any risk.
They're not keep remastering, remaking stuff. They
Really?
are taking risks. They bring in new IP.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, if they're not, hold on. If they're not giving something to the director's cut, if they're not giving something to remaster, if they're not giving something to remake, where the fuck is the new IP at?
They constantly bring new IPs. What are you
Where?
talking about?
Where?
On a platform, though. What are you talking about?
Where's the new IP? They have one that did good. Days Gone, they killed it. Where?
Ricky Brown, you're being biased.
Where is the IP that they take a risk on? The only thing they put their cards behind Aloy's boring ass. She's got no personality. She gets a sequel.
Yeah,
she
you
gets
bought the game.
But hold on, I love the game. But she gets a sequel, and she gets a VR game. But a game like Days Gone doesn't get it. But they want.
But they was more successful than Days Gone.
And you know what? You know what? Don't
Horizon. It was.
Guess
the
what?
first one.
You know what else they're remaking? They're remaking, I think, or they're remastering Horizon Zero Dawn. And I think that's going to fucking fall harder than The Last of Us 1 remake. And then maybe they'll stop being in a goddamn remaking business. I think that's when that shit's over. When
That's a new. Look at Aloy. That's a new IP.
yeah, but Zero Dawn just came out in 2017, and now you're going to remaster it? Like, what the hell?
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Allegedly.
God.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Put the shell
Like you
down,
talking
Parker.
about, Sony's bringing out working on new games. Naughty Dog's working on newer games.
Sony is working on 10
So we have these
games.
studios working on newer games. What are you talking
They're
about? They
not
don't take risks.
they're working on games as a service. That's their risk. They're not working on new single player
It's
IPs.
still new games though.
Oh my god.
And if we gonna talk like that, right? Sony ain't taking enough risk. How much risk Microsoft taking?
$70 billion.
You still wait on
They
the
took
game.
$70 billion worth of a risk. That's what
But
they
you
took.
still wait on the game.
You have to. It takes 5 years to make a goddamn game. When did they buy when they created Microsoft Studios 5 years ago? Did they not? Add another 2 years because of the
Ricky
pandemic.
Brown, stop it, Ricky Brown.
Come on, man. You never made a game in your life. What the
Come
hell are
on
you
now.
talking about?
You ain't make one either.
Yeah, but I
So
know
what
it
you
takes
talking
5
about?
years.
What you talking about?
Well, you act like games just
Ricky
fall
Brown,
off
you
trees.
sounding crazy. Talking about Sony to take risks.
They
Come
do
on.
need to take risk. Okay, you know what? Here's Sony risk. Let's remake Last of Us. Let's do a Uncharted Legacy. Put that out too. Oh, by the way,
What you mean?
Oh, let's do a remaster of Zero Dawn. Okay.
What you mean? They didn't remaster. They put that on PC.
Oh, by the way.
I mean, like.
Oh, by the way,
What you talking about?
let Square put all their money in the basket, and we'll just buy up this exclusive because we don't want to lose money on this freaking Forspoken because you know that shit's gonna flop.
Right, you sound crazy talking about Sony to take risks. Stop.
They
it.
don't. What
And
risk
you
has
still wait.
what
You
risk
talking about
has
Sony to
Sony
take risks
taken?
though, and you prefer
Parker,
Xbox
yes,
platform.
I do.
But yet you're telling me that Sony to take risks.
They need to
Come
take
make it make
risk.
sense. Come on,
Make it,
Brian, you
what
off
risk
right
have
now.
they taken? What risk did they take,
Come on.
Parker? You still
What
haven't
risk
given me one.
Microsoft took?
Wait,
What risk
no,
Microsoft
we're
took?
talking about Sony right now. Look at Microsoft.
No,
Whoa.
no, you talk about Sony to take risks, and you support
so
another company. They ain't giving you shit.
So $70 billion.
Nothing.
So $70 billion isn't a risk. Fighting
Where are the games though? All these
$70
companies you
billion
bought. We ain't talking
is
about
the
business.
risk. Next,
Okay,
give
what
me
was
the
that,
risk that Sony took. Please, you can't tell me.
Oh, tell me when Ninja. When
Tell me.
Hellblade 2 supposed to come out?
Oh, that's $600 VR. That's the risk. Yeah, that's a risk. That shit's
You
down
do
the
not
level.
have a dog in this
Come on,
fight,
Ricky Brown.
period. Parker, you do not
where's
have a
the
dog
fucking
in this
risk?
fight.
Done. Like my man Mark said. Like
Sony
Mark said, good game, dog. It's over.
Sony has not been taking a risk at all.
Hell no. Ain't taking no damn risk. That's why they call it the stay station, because they're staying right here, motherfucker. Yeah, we staying.
Keep waiting on those games over the Xbox.
Hey, okay, but at least you know their games. Whoa!
Come
on, I'm just saying. You gonna talk about company taking risks? Motherfuckers not doing. They
can put $70 billion up. That's a risk like a motherfucker.
Come on, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So your risk is 10 service games? Get the fuck out of here with that, man. 10 service games. Well, you already own the best service game in the goddamn market.
Ricky Brown, what games are you playing on Xbox?
Oh, man.
You talk about company taking risks. You know what I'm saying? They giving the game to play.
They got my man's here. My man's here.
They doing their job.
Legendary's here, folks. Legendary's here. The biggest. And the Rick means the biggest God of War
What are you talking about?
Oh, my God. Legendary. Look, Parker needs you to help him. He needs
I don't know help. You sound crazy though.
Sony ain't taking no risk, Legendary. What risk did they take? I'm asking for a friend, or I'm asking for my friend Elijah here.
All I know is Sony give me the games to play.
Man.
I always hear all these Xbox crying about no games. When Microsoft will bring the games? Maybe this year. Maybe Santa Claus will bring it for us. I don't know.
Okay.
You tell me.
Well, first of all, if you understand the PlayStation template, it goes a little something like this. Every 5 years, you come out with a AAA banger. But in between those calendar months, you have the Call of Duty marketing rights, and you get about 2 or 3. Yeah, but you get 2 or 3 exclusives to your system, and that's how you fill out the year with Sony.
Okay, what about Microsoft then?
Microsoft, hey, Game Pass. That's what we got. 5 years. It does take 5. What
the games though? When these games hit,
Legendary. My brother, Legendary. He's the only black European I trust. Besides my man Batman. Shout out to him. You don't think that $70 billion to buy Activision is a risk? You see what that risk is, Legendary. What are you talking about? Ty, what do you think? Is $70 billion a risk, Ty? I don't have $70 billion. Is $70 billion a risk?
I don't even understand why we having this argument.
He brought it up. I've been saying, give us games to play.
But I'm just saying, he asked you something about PlayStation.
Thank you.
Switch it up.
You keep touching over the Xbox.
He did. He pulled an XG 720.
Wait. So you keep yelling he's shielding for Xbox, but you bring Xbox.
But he talking about risk, and I'm saying, wait a minute, hold on.
You haven't named me a risk yet.
We gonna be fair.
Where's the risk?
Hold on, Ricky Brown. Listen. Don't tell me about risk, right?
Okay.
Wait, risk. They doing their job. What you talking about? They give me the games to play. I hear Xbox crying all the time. Still no games.
You don't hear Xbox crying.
So somebody ain't doing enough risking. I'm just saying.
Oh man, it's all right, Parker. You can't tell me the risk they took. I get it. You can't tell me because there are none.
For one, risk they don't got the same financial standing as Microsoft for one.
Okay.
So they can't go. Let me finish. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Wait. They can't go out there and spend $70 billion.
Well, they will if they keep locking down exclusives. That's what it's going to cost.
They don't have that financial freedom to do that.
So how do they keep getting all these exclusive games to their console then, Parker?
Hey, some of them they develop. You know?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Some of them they develop.
Oh, Legendary, I wish you could come in this chat right now if you want to.
I'm just saying.
Because I can't keep reading the screen and you're capping. I need you to come in here and
so you look at the schools they have.
Legendary,
they going out there and making deals with
hold on, Parker.
and indie companies and stuff.
Parker, hold on. Legendary, come in the general and I'll drop you down to the town hall. I don't know why you can't see the room. Teddy can see it, I think.
I know. I couldn't either.
No,
I had to click on mirror and then it just popped me in there.
I told you.
I dropped you in there. This is Rose's job. He's the guy that does all the technology. He is light skinned, so he's a little late. He's the guy that was supposed
How many times I told you this?
What, Pella Rosa did this?
Yeah, Rose was supposed to be the one making the room visible. I don't know nothing about that. He was.
Well, I don't know why you left it up to his ass.
Oh man.
What I'm saying,
he's here, folks. He's here. The capper from across the pond, also known as the legendary Cap'n and Coonan villain. He's
Yo,
in.
what's
folks.
up?
Oh
What's
shit!
up?
Here he comes.
There you go.
Lennox Lewis
Yo,
is in the building. Finally, I'm gonna have to break another pony's legs. What do you
He
got for
breaking
me?
no legs,
Oh, Parker,
man.
Parker, you are dead. Next,
Ricky, you haven't been breaking any legs. Like you
I've
are way
been-
full of
I've
contradiction.
been breaking hearts and backbones. That's what I've been doing.
Okay. Okay, first of all, you said Sony puts out a banger every 5 years.
Every 5
That's
years.
incorrect.
Whoa.
That's incorrect.
Really?
Wait. Yeah, because the last game that scored in the 90s for PlayStation was The Last of Us Part 2. That was 2 years ago. So that's not 5 years.
Yeah, but hold on. I think you took
No,
it out
no,
of.
no.
Hold on, you
Let
took
him
it out
finish.
of. Hold on.
Finish, Rick.
Hold on, no, because he took it out of context. I'm talking about their franchises. Before The Last of Us 2, when did The Last of Us 1 come out? Is what I'm saying.
That was 2013.
Okay, and then Last of Us 2 came out when? 2020.
2020.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Yeah.
That's why I said every 5 years. I wasn't talking.
Wait. 1 second. Before that, even based on that logic, it's still flawed because before that, if we're going to use franchises, after 2013, the first game that scored in the 90s was Uncharted 4, which was 93. So you're wrong again.
No. Every 5 years.
Yes, you are.
Every 5.
Yes.
No.
It's not 5 years.
No. It's 5 years.
Let him finish, Ricky Brown.
Go ahead.
2013 to 2015 is not 5 years. That's 2 years.
That's how many?
That's 2 years.
Okay, I'm talking. See, you got it misunderstood. I was talking about the franchises, like Zero Dawn comes out in 17, and Forbidden West comes out in 2022. That's what I'm talking about. The franchises are always those games are 5 years apart. I'm not talking about every 5 years PlayStation release a AAA game. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those said franchises.
You've changed because your statement was Sony puts out a AAA banger every 5
And I
years.
meant for the franchise, not the company total. They release it throughout a calendar year, but it's usually a sequel of the game that was released 5 years ago.
You never said Sony released.
But that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Oh, man.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
You have changed your statement.
Well, because you didn't understand. I was talking in Brown's terms. You were listening.
Oh, Brown's terms.
Okay, Brown's terms. You were listening to the Black European terms. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying it takes 5 years to make a good game. So that's why Sony takes their time, and every 5 years you get a banger. Now, God of War came a year early. You know, I think that happened because they didn't have DLC for the 2018 God of War. But you best believe if they had DLC, we probably would have got God of War a year later.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, do you consider Ghost of Tsushima a good game?
I consider Ghost of Tsushima a great game.
Okay, so when did that come out?
That came out in 2020, and I think the next one will come out in 2025.
Okay, so that's 2020. Do you consider Returnal a good game?
No.
Okay. Do you consider Ratchet and Clank a good game?
Yeah, good. If you're saying good, yeah, not great, but good. Yes.
Okay, so I think what you need to differentiate.
And I'm yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You're right. You're right in correcting me that. I mean that. So you won't get another Ratchet and Clank game for another 5 years. It'll be a.
So are you talking about new IP specifically?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about a sequel to an existing IP. It takes 5 years.
Yeah, but that's how long it takes for most developers, even
Absolutely,
Microsoft.
and exactly. And if you were listening, I don't know when you came in, me and Parker got into that argument about that is because I'm telling him that Xbox started Microsoft Studios 6 years ago. It was in 2016, 6 years ago. So you're going to start to see those trees bear fruit. Remember, the pandemic, you gotta subtract the 2 years. It's 2 years. It's 2 years.
Okay, Ricky, you can't use the pandemic because.
Well, you can't use it now. You can't use it now.
Wait, you can't use the pandemic because the pandemic affected everyone, including Sony and Nintendo. So you can't say the pandemic is just specific to Microsoft.
No. Phil Spencer himself has addressed the pandemic, and he said no more excuses after the pandemic. He said the pandemic went on for 2 years.
He said that last year.
Hey, look.
The year after.
Hey, the only difference between me and Phil Spencer is he actually works for Microsoft, and I don't. That's the only difference. We both want good games. We want good things to happen for Xbox. Levon says, well, how long do you think this gen will last? Levon, this gen is going to be at least another 7 years.
Yeah.
Refreshes and stuff.
Yeah, you got a mid-fresh, and you can add another 4 years or 5 after the mid-fresh. And then what happens, Levon, is going to happen all over again. You're going to see PlayStation 5 games come out on PlayStation 6 as well. and we're going to be doing this shit all over again. The cycles get longer and longer because games take longer and longer to make, and they're more expensive. So they're not going to keep changing tools and dev kits, every 2 or 3 years, just to satisfy freaking gamers. PC is always going to be ahead of console. And, that's just something we're going to have to live with. And that's the reason why Microsoft is out there pushing the PC Game Pass. Is because PC is actually the future of gaming. Consoles are not going to be here much longer. I keep telling people that. They don't want to hear it.
Well, yeah, but that's got nothing to do specifically for Xbox versus PlayStation.
No, but hey,
you were talking
I got to cater to the chat. And the chat made a statement, and I... reacted on that. Now, if we can get back to this, can you tell me the risks that PlayStation has taken?
Okay, first of all, let me address Xbox risk. First of all, Xbox.
No, we're talking about PlayStation risk. We ain't going to Xbox. Xbox made but Xbox made a $70 billion risk. That's what. What risk has PlayStation made?
Okay, first of all, that's not a risk because Call of Duty makes around 8 to 10 billion every 2 years.
Yeah.
That's not a risk.
But you know what they lose if the deal doesn't go through, right? You lose $3 billion.
No, if you do a trajectory, Microsoft recruits that revenue in the next 5 to 10 years. So that's not a risk.
But that's not good enough, though. That's not good enough because that's not good enough. That's not good enough. 5 to 10 years, that's not good enough. And you know that's not good enough.
But you're saying it's a risk. It's not that much of a risk because Sony actually takes way more risk than Microsoft.
Really?
First of all,
so remastering a game that you already have assets for is a risk?
First of all, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
First of all, when it came to God of War was a dying franchise before they took a risk in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Second,
Legendary, you do realize this is 2022. I'm asking you, what risk has Sony taken? We've got no new IPs from Sony. They're making 10 games as a service.
We had Returnal.
And is Returnal getting a sequel?
Yes, it's getting a sequel.
Oh, so wait a minute. Returnal, who didn't sell half the games that freaking Days Gone did, is getting a sequel over Days Gone?
If you actually look into why Days Gone they don't get a sequel, there's actually some political background about why Days Gone they don't get a sequel.
But they are getting a TV show though.
It wasn't really about how much it sold. I think the director.
Yeah, because and that's when the Bend studio leader went after Sony himself. Big ups to him for having some guts because they tried to say it was the sales, and you know what he said? He said we sold more than Death Stranding. So what are y'all talking about? He said,
that's not what I was referring. I was talking about Sony takes more risk. Like in terms of risk, Sony takes more risk. The Last of Us, the direction of The Last of Us Part 2 went. Some people do not like it. That's a risk.
Yeah, well, that is a risk, but they're too few and far between. Now, the Sony that I grew up playing with since I was in high school, they had their own exclusives, and they put out their own shit, a whole lot of content. It was new age. I get the DualSense is kind of a new thing. It feels like a next-gen system. But Sony now, the Sony that is today, this Sony, hides behind second-party and third-party exclusives where they don't have to freaking... They hide behind those, bro. That's what they do now. They hide behind those exclusives.
Ricky,
they hide behind those.
Please explain how many first-party exclusives came from Sony this year. So give me a number. Because you said they hide behind third party and second party. So how many first party exclusives came out this year from Sony?
Three of them.
Okay. How many first party came out from Microsoft?
We're not talking about Microsoft.
No. You don't know. No. Because this is from Microsoft.
Okay. Okay. Well, if that's two of them, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop.
Oh no, Deathloop did not come out this year. It came out last year.
Okay, Ghostwire Tokyo, and it was another game they had there.
That was it.
Still contract you now.
No, that was it.
Now I'll go a little deeper. For you. So you saying they had first party? They had a first party. Hold on, they had first. Sony has first party games, and they are good. Forbidden West. I haven't played God of War yet. Is my game of the year. Everybody knows that. But Sony's first party games, they don't sell like they used to, and they're desperate putting them in pack-in game bundles now, just to move the needle. This is sad. I never would have thought I would have seen the Sony PlayStation SIE stoop to the lowest levels that they stooped to here by packing in Horizon Forbidden West inside a game, raising it $50, just so they can get a sale. And then if that wasn't
Okay.
enough of the shame, I mean, it's just so bad over there.
Okay, Ricky, do you want me to rebuttal that? Very simply. So please tell me, when it came to Spider-Man 2018, how long it took them?
It's
to put
2022
that
right now.
Spider-Man game?
Well, actually, I'm glad you did mention that because in
please
2020,
do.
to boost the Spider-Man sales, they packed Spider-Man 2018, air quotes, remaster, their favorite thing, to come in with Miles Morales to boost up the sales.
Nice deflection. Nice
Yeah,
deflection.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's what they do.
Because we're talking about bundles. So when was the first time Spider-Man was bundled with the PS4?
When it first came out with the PS Pro, I have it right here, the red
Thank
one,
you.
right in front of me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So how much sales did Spider-Man do on the PS4?
I'm not sure, but I do know it was bundled with Morales. So
No, not Morales. I'm talking
it
about the
was.
first Spider-Man.
I don't
The
know.
original Spider-Man.
I don't
you're
know.
talking
I
about.
know. I don't know what the original sales were because
I'll tell you
Oh.
how long it took them. It took them 3 months to bundle it with the PS4. 3 months.
but that
Yeah,
that,
so
but,
you need to
but hold
check-
on,
you need
but
to
hold
check-
on.
No. You need
Hold
to
on.
check your.
No, my
before
facts
you
are
start
this
saying
because
You gotta let him finish,
Bro,
Rick.
that's nothing different. They did the same thing for God of War. They did the same thing with Star
Exactly,
Wars
so your
Battlefield.
bundles does-
Because they did the same thing with Last of Us. They had a limited edition console that came with the game.
Yes.
Yes,
Bro,
that's what they
Ricky,
did. So hold on, and that's one of the reason why those games sold as much as they did. Now, if you tell me right now that Spider-Man 2018 sold 20 million copies, I will call you a liar because I know 20 million people did not go online or stand in a line at GameStop, Walmart, or Best Buy and buy the game. A majority of those were bundles.
Okay, so
Yes.
okay, Rick, again.
Only
let's use your concept of bundles.
Nintendo
Wait,
sells
wait.
20 million of anything. And Rose, how did
Okay,
you
Ricky.
find the room? You're the only guy
That's
that can
fine.
find the room. Hold on, my bad, Legendary.
Ricky,
How did you find the
Ricky,
room,
that-
Pastor?
Ricky, that-
He
I can see the room.
you can see it. How can you see the
Yeah.
room, but nobody else can see the room?
yeah,
Because I have admin. So
Parker,
he has
Parker
admin.
does too, and so does Teddy. Well, Teddy dropped out, but he had admin
Yeah.
too.
I don't know though, because I never see.
Yeah,
the-
Parker,
the room
you
town
Parker,
hall.
you were a mod too.
But it never shows up for me. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
never
tell
shows
you
up
that.
for me either. Yeah.
I don't
we can
understand.
deal with it
That.
later.
But
Okay, y'all go ahead
anyway,
and keep
yeah. We're gonna keep
Okay.
on. Go ahead, Legendary.
Okay, Ricky, like I'm telling you, so that's fine. So let's even go further back. How long do you think it took Halo 2 to be bundled with the Xbox 360?
Bro, you're talking. I don't know. Legendary, what the hell?
Exactly.
I
So
was a
wait,
little
Ricky,
Hulkster back then.
Ricky, wait, one sec. Your statements about, this only sold because it was bundled. Keep the same energy. All the
I
way
do.
back
I
then
have to
when
keep
it-
that. That is the neck. I mean, I ain't even gonna use that analogy. That is the hill that I stood on, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it because
Okay, so okay, cool. So you're telling me Halo 2 only sold because of bundles?
Halo 2 sold.
you-
Halo 2
well-
sold because Halo 1 was a masterpiece. That's
Ricky,
why.
why you
Oh,
letting this?
Jesus
Ricky, stop
Christ.
letting this man bag you in the corner.
Oh, he not backing me in no car.
You can't hold on. You can't compare both things because nobody can get their hands on a PS5. You bundle it in with the PS5, and you know it's gonna sell because they want the PS5. That is a fact.
Now, where the fuck
You
were you
couldn't
10
get
minutes
one.
ago?
You couldn't get one. I had to let him get this out because what he said make any sense. You could go out and get a PS4. You could go out and get a PS4, but if you want that special edition Spider-Man, yeah, they bought it, but you cannot get it. If you bundle in God of War, let's say right now they got a colorful God of War PS5 right now. Do you know how much that's gonna sell?
20
Because
million.
the one you barely can find a PS5.
20 million.
And then that.
That's not what I was talking about. That's not what I was talking about. So
No,
you-
because
listen,
because your argument
Go
is
ahead.
flawed. Your argument is
Go
flawed
ahead.
because
Get that
you can't
nigga.
use that because you can go get a PS4 anytime you wanted to, but you can't get a PS5, so it's gonna sell. If that's the only thing you have right now is make the PS5 $450 and $550. That's
Facts.
the only way you can buy it. It's gonna sell.
If your wife's
So
a bad
what Ricky
cook and you
said
got no
is
money,
true.
you gotta eat what she cook in that
Okay,
kitchen.
so
That's
let's go
true.
back. So let's go back to his original statement. PlayStation exclusives only sell because of bundle. Fine. Let's establish that. Okay, so we're going all the way back to PS4 era. PS4 era, we had Spider-Man bundled. You guys are saying, well, that was exclusive Spider-Man consoles. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't exclusive Spider-Man consoles. By that logic, you have 20 to 30 million people having the exclusive Spider-Man console, which is flawed. This is what I mean about logic.
Well, the legendary.
Ricky say
Well,
that.
legendary. I don't remember saying that, but here's what I do.
No. Literally, I was listening carefully because they said you guys, Ty, right? Ty said because the Spider-Man game was bundled with the exclusive Spider-Man console, which it wasn't. It was actually
It
bundled
was.
with
It was bundled with the PS4 Pro, bro. It was bundled with the PS4 Pro.
You brought up
the
Spider-Man.
Speed Pro.
I said
Yes, the
yo,
PS4
I
Pro
said-
bundle, 100%. So was Destiny. So was God of War. So was Star
Ricky,
Wars.
Wait, Ricky. Actually, the first PS4 Pro bundle was actually Horizon Zero Dawn because that's
No,
what
it
they used.
wasn't. You're wrong on that legendary. It was Spider-Man
Zero Dawn did come
2018.
before.
No, it was
Ricky,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
No,
though.
wait.
No, but it came
Wait.
before
One
though,
sec,
Spider-Man.
Parker. It was bundled with Horizon because they even did the tech demo for Horizon Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS4 Pro. What are you talking about, Ricky?
Bro, I have it right here in front of me. I don't ever
You-
remember
that's
Horizon.
awful.
I don't
Ricky,
remember
that's
ever a
awful. That's
Horizon
awkward.
Zero Dawn.
Wait, okay,
What's the
Rose, do you remember the tech demo for Horizon Zero Dawn for PS4 Pro?
I do not remember.
All right, so
You don't.
Spider-Man 2018 came out September 7th, 2018. So
Exactly.
so obviously that's when the
I told you.
Horizon came out in 2017. That I know for.
I
And,
told you,
and they had a
was-
special edition Horizon Zero Dawn PS4.
PS4 Pro. You could go ahead and look at it. It was bundled with it.
A
because that was the tech
themed
demo.
console?
Okay, Ricky, I guess you just want to argue to argue.
No,
So
I'm
just gonna-
asking you a question. God damn it! I'm not
Okay,
arguing
yes,
with you.
Yes, and I will even send you the link so you can see it yourself.
Now, I don't know why some of you ponies are starting to bow out whenever the argument gets a little intense. This is what my observations are looking like here. I've been silent, listening to y'all go at it, and I just see a pony getting ready to get goddamn got, and now they trying to bow out.
I don't see no special.
I don't either, bro. I'm looking for one for Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe they have one in the UK. We ain't have one here in America.
I literally have it in front of my screen, and I'll send you the link.
We never had that in America.
we never had it in
America. I never saw it, bro. Never.
You never seen it in America.
Never. I had never seen a Horizon Zero Dawn themed PS4 Pro.
Me
Never.
either.
Never.
I never saw it advertised. Not one time.
No.
Wait.
I have not, sir.
Not one time did I ever see it advertised.
Just because something is bundled with a console doesn't mean it's a themed console.
Well, that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about. The Spider-Man.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Moving the goalpost.
Oh, moving the goalposts
Yeah,
today.
he
All
is.
right.
He
Hey,
is.
ponies.
Wait.
Here you go. He's moving the goalpost.
Hey, ponies.
I
The
don't think
word
that's
of
moving the goalposts.
the
It's
phrase-
either bundled either way.
Thank you.
Rose.
A special
Stay out of
themed
this.
console.
Whether it's special themed or it's bundled
Special
with the console, when you
themed
buy it, it's
console.
still the
The
Look
same.
here,
Last of
look
Us
here,
2
Rose.
is a
Right
special
now,
themed
you
console.
just need to get this damn thing to where it shows that we're here. Okay, that's your job for today.
Rose,
And they're both the same price, you know.
Stay out of this.
Rose, that's what I said. They're not listening. A bundle is a game with a
console.
console. It's
Yeah.
not.
Well, let me
Whose
ask you.
side are you on, Rose?
Yeah, but I got this. I got this.
Whose side are you
We
on?
about to break legendary legs right now. We about to break
truth.
legendary
Wow.
legs right now, and we about to break the
Hey.
light skin pastor's legs too. Here's what I do know. You can't tell me that Spider-Man, Zero Dawn, or God of War are selling 20 million in anything without it being bundled. Period. End of story. Not happening.
Ricky, first of all, you just changed it.
It's not.
First
It's not
of all,
gonna sell 20 million without it being bundled, bro. It's not.
That is not what we're
But that's
talking about.
but that's my point. My point is you have to bundle things to increase those numbers.
Yes, Ricky, I've never disagreed that. It's just you never applied the
Well,
same logic. to
you
Xbox.
brought up the
Oh,
point.
damn.
Like, oh man, you
You say you ain't cerebral enough for this.
Oh man,
Oh,
yes, brother.
man.
You know, this is the same
first-
guy, the legendary villain that told me that Ratchet and Clank was a system seller and it lost the MBD to Xbox that month. This is the same guy.
my-
This is
Look
that
here,
guy.
legendary, what was your first system?
Ricky, first of all,
And Legendary
Go ahead.
is also
Go
a
ahead.
former Xbot. He
No, no.
has Game
Oh my
Pass.
God. No,
Yes,
no,
he
no.
does.
Former Xbox.
Yes, he
and
is.
you turn your back on the cause.
He did.
Goddamn.
Yes, he did.
Goddamn. How much did it take for them to pay you
He
off?
is an
How much
Xbox.
did it take for them to pay you off, brother?
And he got a
Bro?
Game Pass
You
subscription.
got a bad capping right
How much did it take for you to get paid off?
I've never-
Goddamn.
Not only does Legendary have a Game Pass subscription, the Pastor Rose had one too, and he stole one. He
Think
took
you
it
get paid
and
off,
he
brother.
upgrades it for free. Now,
Rose, this is just crazy. This is crazy to me. Like for Rose to be on my side, I'm just like, yo, this is how you know you guys.
first of all,
Right.
listen. First of all, if you know light skinned guys, they
Oh my
never,
God.
ever are loyal. They will get up out of there quick. They gonna sleep.
No, like,
They going to sleep in the big house.
Ricky, I am actually shocked because normally, like me and Rose normally disagree a lot of on this console war regarding Sony and Microsoft. But for him to actually agree with me shows that he doesn't cap it a bit too much.
He came in on the short end of the conversation. He
Oh yeah, sure.
Nah, he was playing Street Fighter before he got here, so you got to.
Exactly. So of course, he's been on pony mode all day.
Yeah. So
He's been infected by that ponyitis.
Well, now that you're here, Legendary.
What platform
Yeah, what's
play
up?
Street Fighter on?
Well,
PlayStation?
I don't know. Hey, listen, Legendary. While you're here and while the pastor's here, how do you guys feel about God of War? Do you think that it's going to be Elden Ring for Game of the Year? Now that
I think it will.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh man.
Personally, I don't really care whoever wins Game of the Year as long as God of War actually plays like an actual.
Did he say as long as God of War wins?
No, I don't care who wins. Actually don't care. God of War got a good score. I'm gonna play a good game. That's it.
Yeah, I can't agree more. Now, Ty.
No, I don't care who wins as long as everybody wins. Jesus.
Well, you know why he said that, Teddy? Because he know that Elden Ring's gonna stomp it out. But anyway,
Jesus
what do you
Christ.
feel about
I don't
that
care who wins
PSVR?
as long as everybody wins. Like
Ricky,
win. That's how I know you ain't from America, brother.
Right now.
That's how I know you're not from America.
Wait, what'd you say, Legendary?
That type of mindset.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do a crap gamer right now? Because crap in 2016 said God of War is not winning Game of the Year, and Red Dead Redemption was going to win it.
Bad man. See, listen. I ain't no crap gamer. Bad man said Rocket Raccoon getting his legs beat. Again, my God! Oh, listen, you knew we was gonna give Legendary the business. He coming here trying to sweet talk us with that British accent.
Mind.
He gotta come in with his tear. He came in here with his tear.
That shit don't work here, son.
Look, Ricky, why are you so butthurt about God of War?
Whoa!
Hey.
Whoa!
I already said God of War gonna be Game of the Year.
Whoa! Butt hurt.
I don't think Elden Ring has the best though.
The Rick spent $250 on a Yornheim version. So what do you mean that I'm butthurt? What are you talking
It's
about?
like a response. You can spend money on a console and still bash the console.
Okay, if you look, the Rick got 32 of the 37 trophies for 2018.
It doesn't matter. You still bash a console.
I'm not
Doesn't-
bashing the
it doesn't
console.
matter.
I'm just speaking facts. You lost 2 million subs. What do you want me to do? It's not my fault.
Really?
Listen, Sony lost 2 million subs to PS Plus. The year-over-year software sales are down 18.9%. These are facts.
Ricky,
That's not my fault. I'm just giving you the
Ricky.
news.
So, Ricky, is that across all subscription services? Yes or no?
I'm sorry?
Is that across all subscription services? Yes or no?
Across of subscription services?
All subscription services.
That's
Yes or no?
all PS Plus subscription
Oh,
services.
no. Answer the question. Don't deflect.
They lost 2 million. They lost 2 million. They lost 2 million PlayStation Plus subscribers. 2%. Hold on. 2% of the people who had PlayStation Plus decided that they didn't want it anymore.
Okay.
And
So let's go.
the software sales are down 18%. Is that not a problem? Now, I'm not a mathematician, but if I ran a company and my sales of any division were down 18%, I need to have the come to Jesus meeting ASAP.
Oh, okay. Now, Ricky, that's fine. We need to have a come to Jesus meeting.
Mm-hmm.
However, is that across all platforms? Yes or no? Answer the question. Don't answer the question. Yes.
You said it. No, he didn't. He didn't get me. I didn't understand it. He said across all platforms. What?
across all platforms. Does that apply to Xbox, Nintendo, Netflix,
No,
all subscription
no.
services?
We're talking about PlayStation Plus. I don't
Now,
have.
hey, answer your question, Ricky Brown.
No, I listen. We're talking about PlayStation right now. You see, this is the problem.
According to
Hold on.
IGN,
Listen.
they say
no.
different.
Listen, hold on.
Your
I'm not.
Parker,
Whoa,
he's a
whoa.
master of deflection.
I'm
saying.
bro,
That's what I told him.
listen,
According to
I am
IGN, they
I'm-
say Xbox is down also.
Listen, I'm talking about PlayStation. I have the PlayStation numbers in
No,
front
but
of
what
me.
you're trying to do is paint a picture where PlayStation subscriptions is down.
I didn't paint this picture.
Xbox stuff is down too.
Whoa, wait
so
a minute.
we ain't gonna do that.
Whoa. First of all,
I didn't have that discussion.
Listen,
don't play with us.
Whoa, I didn't
Don't
paint
play.
the picture. The picture's already
Yeah.
painted. I paid my
You ain't no
$180.
Picasso.
I paid my $180. I own the subscription. I'm not
You
one
being a
of
Picasso, you said you and Jimmy Walker want to be
Hey,
famous.
I'm not one of the 2 million people that dropped out. I still own the dog shit freaking subscription service. So get off my back, Jack. So now.
Yeah, IGN said both platforms is down.
Yeah.
They
All I
just say
know
that
is-
though. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, you know what? That can be true. But to say that the reason that they're down subs is because people are going outside more is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
But we do know this though.
Wait, though.
Go ahead.
That's the first thing you said today that I could agree with. That was a ridiculous statement from someone.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. How do you tell your shareholders that and get away with it? Like that? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a dumb statement. I agree with that.
Yes,
Oh, my
I perfectly agree.
And that's all I want. Listen, I'm only quoting history. That's it. I'm only quoting history. I'm giving you real numbers. 18% down year over year. They sold. Listen, did you know year over year they sold the same amount of PS5s that they've sold this year and last year? The same. Nothing changed. There is no growth. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was no growth.
Yeah.
That's all. And you guys think that I'm here to kill PlayStation when I'm.
Yes, you are.
I might have a
Oh, yes,
dead
you are.
picture of Kratos in the background, and I might have a picture of Thor holding his head up, but that's just to get people in here. Listen.
Your ass out of here.
Hey, that's all part of the Rick's master plan. I don't know what you guys think, but this is what you do. Everybody does it. This is. All I know is, listen, when somebody sees a headline, a PlayStation lost 2 million subs, they gonna click on the button and they gonna say, man, Ricky Brown's got some info. What happened? I got info, folks. The value is not there. That's why they said no, and we're gonna go to Game Pass. That's why. Game Pass has 32 million subs now. They gained 7 million subs. 7 million new subs year over year. Yes. That is what you call growth. Now, these 7 million subs are not all on console. A lot of them are on PC, but it's 7 million. It's 7 million. Xbox Game Pass was 15% of the revenue that drives the Microsoft division, the Xbox division. The Game Pass was.
Ricky,
It is making money. Hey,
Ricky,
I gave numbers on Sony. Now I'm giving them on Xbox.
You just
Game
said
Pass is profitable. That's a fact.
You just said that's fine. You just said Game Pass has 32 million subs.
Yes, it has 32 million subs.
Where was that in the report?
Okay, here's what we did. Brad Sams, and I'm quoting.
No,
This is
wait.
Brad. Hold on. Brad Sams, who is a Microsoft, whatever the hell he is.
we're not doing Brad Sams.
Yeah, Brad Sams did the money.
we're
He
not
did the money, and he figured out Actually, it was the guy that he's affiliated with. They did the money for the dollars that they said it made, and it equates the 32 million subs.
Ricky, you're really capping this hard.
32 million subs. I'll die on that hill. 32 million subs.
Parker, I'm going to
Yeah.
use this exact same logic Ricky used like this year.
Well, you
Ricky
can't.
always
You're down 2%, and you're down 2 million subs. Well, you can't use that
Ricky,
logic.
Ricky always stated when a PlayStation game, right, exclusive, reaches a certain number of sales, they always brag about it, so they always announce it. So when it came to Horizon Forbidden West, it did not sell well because they never announced it. So if I use the same logic to Microsoft, when did Phil Spencer say they have 32 million subs? Parker, do you remember that report?
Well, it was. Well, actually, it's a earnings call, which actually supersedes what Phil Spencer has to say, because you're talking to the shareholders and you're talking actual money.
Not once in that earnings call did they say they have 32 million subs.
They gave the money that was shelled out, that was paid for the service, and if you divide it using simple arithmetic, it equates to 32 million subs. Hey, listen, hate it or love it, done. The dog's on top. You can't shy. Game Pass is on top. Don't hate me. I'm Rap's MVP. And Big
Oh,
Red Geek
my
is trying to here to teach you. That's all. I'm just here to I'm here to save you, Legendary. I'm here to save you.
It probably at 25, like they've been. They
They
never
been,
moved
whoa,
up
so you
from.
telling me that you don't think Game Pass grew year over year from that 25 million?
No.
Oh,
No.
all right.
I'm
they
both been struggling to get newer subscribers.
Okay.
Ricky, honestly, I think Game Pass right now is on 20, probably 25 to 27. I don't think it's hit 30 million yet.
Oh my God. Okay.
It
Well,
hasn't.
Legendary, listen, we're going to try to do this every Saturday around noontime, which I know is like 5 p.m.
Oh yeah,
for you.
I would love.
I can't, bro. I listen. I ain't gonna front. When you came in here and jumped to like 15 at one time, then it went to 13. So people like fucking Lennox Lewis coming up in here and talking this crazy shit. And hell, here's my man Ty. Look at that. Ty, he's still working and he's helping his mother move. Ty says Phil did an interview when somebody gave the numbers and Phil couldn't say remember. Yes, I do. It was the guy from Take Two. And he said, where you at? 30 million?
Yo, so that's what we're doing now. Body language. That's what we're doing now.
Hey, look. You guys, hey,
Sorry, estimate, but it was at 25.
says the guy with the king in his nation. Don't you start with me.
Yo, Ricky, for Rose to be quiet, man.
Rose's quiet. Rose's quiet because he's trying to play Street Fighter.
I'm playing Valorant. I'm
Yeah,
playing Valorant.
I
right
told
now.
you, he's
I'm
playing
playing-
something. So, listen, Rose, see, you're always trying to lean on the light-skinned guy for your crutch. He doesn't like you.
No.
You're too
No,
dark.
because no,
He doesn't
like-
like me
no,
because I'm a 7-day
no,
Adventist. That's how this guy works. I'm telling you right now.
No.
He's not your friend. All right? Rose is here to cap.
No, because normally, like I said before, we disagree on a lot regarding the console war.
Well,
but like,
oh,
for
yeah.
him to not say anything, that shows you guys are
Well, that's
tapping the
because
dick too hard.
he's not saying anything because I'm doing my job. I broke your legs. We're done. I killed Parker. I killed you.
You didn't
Next.
kill nobody, Ricky.
Who's next?
Stop it.
Who's
You didn't
next?
kill nobody.
Who else wants some of Debo? Who else wants some of Debo? I want you to bring that fat Rudy Poo next gen in here, and I'm gonna kill him too. None of these ponies want that smoke.
Ricky,
Nah, you not.
you
Come on, stop it, Ricky.
you
bro.
know, like Ricky, all you did was cap. That was it.
Yeah,
Cap.
yeah.
And you
That
hold
was it.
on, legendary,
That's the same
legendary.
behind what you were
So
saying.
Parker, you don't cap. Legendary, you don't cap.
You was
No.
making stuff up.
Okay, come
No,
on.
I stopped. No.
So you don't cap, Parker. You don't
No.
care. So Parker, buying Horizon. Hold on. I'll get to you in a minute. So Parker, buying
ahead.
Horizon Forbidden West when you didn't beat Zero Dawn, the Regalia Edition, you didn't finish.
It's my
either,
choice to buy what I
you
want.
didn't finish
It's my
either
money.
game, and you're
At
not
the end of the
capping.
day,
Okay.
I work hard for my money. I can buy what
All
I
right.
want.
So
right?
okay.
I never
I
lied
never
on
said
the
you
game.
did. Yeah, you did. You said
No, I didn't.
You
I never lied on the
said your
game.
Eternal file was corrupt, and that's why I didn't show your trophies. That's why.
And maybe it was though. You know, I actually I had some problems with PlayStation. I couldn't play a PS5
not the
version
mighty
of
PlayStation. You didn't have problems with the PlayStation. Oh my
But
god!
I bought the game though. I can tell you that.
Let's hear he said the captain is through the roof.
I bought the game, so I never lied about the game.
Yo, legendary is the bro.
It was one person. Remember who was that guy? He was an Xbox, but he said he beat Return like in 3 days, and we asked him to show his PSN. Oh, it was a
you mean
problem.
Eclipse?
What was that? Eclipse?
Was it Balaclava Bill?
Whoa,
Yeah.
the views of Eclipse do not reflect the
Oh, yeah.
views of the arcade. This is called the arcade. From now on, this is arcade episode 2. We're gonna have definitely Ty and Parker for sure. Legendary, I don't know how your time is.
No, it's fine.
We're gonna have to. Teddy gonna be here, bro. Listen, we gonna cap worse than freaking next gen do. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. I don't care. We gonna cap. I don't give a damn. We here to cap. We here to cap.
Yeah, y'all bring Cliff. Cliff is a known capper in life.
We here to cap.
I respect the cap hustle. I just don't respect the cap.
Hey,
That's all.
Hell, the cap. Listen, the black struggle. Gotta hustle the hustle. That's what we gotta do. We gonna cap. But thank everybody that came through. A lot of people was in and out. I appreciate it. Yo, this is almost a 3-hour freaking. Yo, we were supposed to stop at like 1 hour, and we just kept going and going. And Legendary came through. The Pastor came through. Teddy came through. Man, no one came through. That's what I'm talking about. See all the support. Everybody that came through on the
no one
panel.
came through, but he
Yeah,
had to leave to go to Panda Express real quick.
Well, oh man. Well, I tell you what, no one gonna get a second job if he want that PSVR2. We all talked about that. So we covered some good topics today. I'm glad we had a chance to even do it because I just like talking. See, a lot of us here, we're all in like the same Discord and stuff, but we don't all get to meet up at one time and like talk about this stuff. You know, that's what I think the fun part of this is. We all just get to cap. I'm gonna cap forever. It don't matter. But you know, I'm gonna give God of War's due. You know, I was trying to platinum the first one before I went on to Ragnarok because I had to get them stupid mist or whatever. There's too many of them. I just don't want to fucking do it. I just had enough. I don't feel like doing it. I'm just not up to it. No doubt. Good luck, Legendary. Smash the like button. We're going to be back. We're going to be doing this on Saturdays during the day so I can hide from the big boy channels. See, the big boy channels, we kind of small right now, so we got to hide from the big boy channels. But don't worry. In about 8 months, we'll be on prime time. You know, we'll be on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Well, that's too late for Legendary, but, you know, whenever. Well, we do, you know, because I need Parker and Legendary out here because these dudes are funny as hell, man. Legendary couldn't help it. He couldn't help it with the cap. He jumped in the show, bro. That's awesome right there. That right there, that's great. I like that. Like, when I'm capping like that, this dude going to come through and call me out. Yo, that's what it's all about. That's what I'm talking about. So, again, thanks, y'all. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we're going to do this again next Saturday. Actually, we got an NFL show tomorrow morning, Parker, so you and Ty, you got to get up early. We got to do these NFL picks.
The Bills and the Jets, division showdown.
Yes, we do. We got to do the football, and we're going to go over the picks that happened last week, too. Woo! I got them right here in my hand. So, Legendary, thanks for coming through. Rose, Teddy, and I'll get up with y'all later. I got to get these leaves up now. So, cool. Yeah, I got a bunch of leaves. I got 27 trees in my backyard, bro. I got to blow all these leaves and pick them up.
You don't pay like the yard boy or somebody to do that?
When you got 3 sons. Shit.
Oh, they're going to
Hell no. They're going to learn some responsibility today. They're going to be mad,
too. You got 27 trees in your backyard, bro.
I live in the woods. 27. Yeah, always tell me, you be like, yo, we
live
lost
on like 5 acres or whatever.
2.5. Yeah, 2.5. I guess the guy that sold like this place, he sold some of his land like to the city or something. They got some kind of fucking weird like electric box over there or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. So we got a lot of leaves. So I'm gonna go and all I'm doing is blowing the leaves with the blower. They're gonna pick them up. So my job's easy. But I can get some steps in. So I'll get up with y'all. I'll be back on that God of War tonight to try to platinum it. If I don't platinum it by Monday, it's over with. I'm just gonna start Ragnarok.
The game come out Tuesday.
I think I'm gonna get it before then because I got a notification from PlayStation Direct. They took my money yesterday, so I think they're gonna ship it Monday. I'll probably have it Tuesday.
You ordered a special edition or something?
Yeah, I got the Jotunheim edition. So.
Oh yeah, he got the that's the whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's
I had the things
the platinum one basically.
Yeah,
you know, it has all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of the Regalia edition.
Sony, they should just also if they would just sold the X, you know.
Oh, people! Well, that's what people want. That's what. Well, I seen a guy already on what's the name selling just the Thor's Mjolnir. He sold.
Yeah, I think Sony they could take advantage of that, just sell.
Yeah, one guy the guy's asking for $500 for just Mjolnir. I'm like, wow. But you know what will really sell? And I saw a dude that has one. He has a 1-to-1 replica of the Leviathan axe that Kratos has. Yo, that shit is fire, bro. Yeah, I saw it, bro. It's big, just like how Kratos' axe. Bro, it's nasty. It got like LED lights on it, bro. I was like, wow, that was hot. Cause I got Mjolnir, the one from the MCU. I had that 1-to-1 replica, and I got the Infinity Gauntlet 1-to-1. But yeah, it's a beautiful piece. You know, it's perfect for something like I like to collect that kind of stuff. But
Sony, I would have got with Funko to have some Funko dolls, whatever, and stuff like that.
Oh, I think they do.
Okay, do?
Yeah, they do. They did. They released those before the game. Remember, it was on like coming soon. That's when it was like the game's not going to be delayed because they had those Funko Pops.
I know Amazon got the God of War art book.
Because they didn't want to. Remember, they didn't want to release those pops right away because they give away the story, like with Black Panther. Like that's how you found out Shuri was like the Black Panther because when they saw the toys and stuff. So that's kind of how it gives it away. But you know, it is what it is. Thanks for coming out, fellas. I'm gonna get to these damn leaves.